Okay.
We're good.
So he has a bastard complex. Dude, I didn't realize that even in the first season,
Can I ask? Did you start watching this when it first came out? Or have you...
no. And I've run back a lot because I've become enthralled.
Right.
I don't know. I've become very
into it.
Into it.
Sure.
Yes. By its motifs and shit, trying to figure out. And I think that that's why they did such a brilliant job with the show, is because it's forcing the viewers to dig deep at the end of every season. So you have to watch the content more than once.
Right.
You know? But at the beginning of season 1, it Jon Snow tells his uncle, whose name is Benjen,
straight
that he had felt dishonored to sit at the table as a bastard when they're at the Night's Watch table.
Yeah.
Or right?
I think you're referring to how he wasn't allowed to sit with his family.
Yeah.
At the court of Winterfell.
That's exactly it. Fuck, you're here.
He sat with Benjen.
Yes.
Because Benjen was a part of the Night's Watch, which means when you join the Night's Watch, you lose all your...
You are a bastard.
Yeah.
You bastardize
no matter
yourself.
what. Exactly. And so that's why Jon wanted to join the Night's Watch so badly and did, because you are on the same level as everyone else.
Right.
When you're in the Night's Watch, you have your brothers, and that's it. That's all you have. No titles, no nothing. So, hence why he ran off to the wall. And that's why he looked up to Benjen so much. It's because he felt Benjen, by leaving the Stark household and serving the Night's Watch, he thought that was super honorable, right? So,
right. In a way for him to give himself a name.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Sure. I mean, who knows? Benjen might not have done shit with his life if he just stayed a Stark.
But it's weird that Benjen was an uncle, but in the Night's Watch, but still was tied in as an uncle.
Right. As
which
being
is strange.
that family. Yeah.
There was a theory bouncing around that suggests maybe Benjen kind of is aware of the bigger picture of Jon's family origin.
Yeah, it's definitely possible. I mean, Benjen, early on, you didn't think that he would play a major role, but he ends up later on in the story becoming an undead.
Right.
As you know, he becomes Cold Hands, as he's called in the book. I don't know if he was ever called Cold Hands in the show.
He's not called Cold Hands in the show, and he's back to life. He was left for dead.
Right.
North of the wall.
Yeah.
He was stabbed by an ice sword and left to die by a White Walker, and was revived, fucking how?
By the Children of the Forest, right?
Putting a piece of dragon glass through his heart.
That's right.
The same way that the first man was turned into a White Walker.
Exactly. So,
which is interesting because it's reverse effects.
Yeah. So there's some stuff yet to be discovered surrounding how exactly dragonglass works with in regard to turning people into White Walkers, killing White Walkers. That's something that if it is revealed in full, it's definitely going to be some Samwell Tarly shit digging through a book, right?
Yeah.
He's going to pop open one of those giant encyclopedias
Maester,
or whatever. Maester action.
Maester style.
And just drop knowledge, because that's Sam throughout the books and the series. His main purpose is to be the guy who delivers the reveals, the information.
Right.
He's dropped some of the biggest knowledge.
He does the bookwork.
Yeah.
He's the fucking bookworm, which is what he wants to be. What do you think about? Let's see. I want to stay in chronological order here.
Yeah, we're bouncing around, which is fine. There's a lot to talk about, so it's fine that we're...
Let's wrangle it back in a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's wrangle it back in. I'm gonna have to ask you to tour guide this a little bit, though.
Sure, I can do my best.
So we started let's start at the crypts. Mm-hmm. And what maybe significance may or may not be there.
Right.
This goes deep. There's a theory bouncing around out there, and I'm trying to trying to think how to deliver this here. That is it possible? Is it possible that there's a tie to the first Starks, and that the resolution of the altercation between the first White Walkers and men, like were the Starks, was that name put in that house, and was Winterfell or Winterhold?
Winterfell.
I played way too much.
Winterhold is Skyrim, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I play way too much shit. Is the first Winterfell, was that built as a stead to retreat from the wall, and
right.
was the Stark house established in the conditions of the Great War, or whatever they refer it? The end of the Long Night,
right?
Which I don't. Is there a name for that war that happened?
I think it was the Great War, right?
Yeah,
I feel like they've said the Great War.
I thought the Great War is the impending
the
war
one that's coming.
That's coming.
It's the Great War Part 2. It's World War II.
Let's call it the end of the Long Night.
Yeah.
The end of the Long Night. The Stark house was established as repercussions of the end of the Long Night, and that's why their banner is "Winter's coming,"
right.
And they've all. But first of all, do the Starks possess a magic in their blood? The way the Targaryens
sure
possess a magic in their blood.
Yeah, I think so. But I don't know what that power exactly is.
Maybe a resistance to cold?
It could be. Or I mean, they seem to have a predisposition to developing warg powers like Bran, and there have been other Starks that can warg. So maybe that. I mean, the thing is like they seem to be really connected with nature and the world around them.
Like druids.
Yeah, like
almost.
Straight up druid action.
Yeah.
Because they can they have their pets, they have their dire wolves. That wasn't just a Stark kid thing, right? With these 5 kids. I feel like the dire wolves have existed throughout, in the history of the Starks. And yeah, I do think. I mean, and if you look at the title anyway, I mean, the story has been building to this communion between ice and fire. That's what everything's about. It seems.
The story is called A Song of Fire and Ice.
Right.
For those who don't know that, fat ass spoiler alert.
Right.
Because to go deeper off that, there's a theory. First of all, let's ask the big burrito question right now.
Drop it.
What does the Night King want?
To me, I mean, and again, there's
That's
lots
the question.
of theories, right?
We don't have to answer that right now.
Yeah. That's
Because
the biggest question
because
right now. It's everything.
It's everything.
Yeah.
It's the story is what's he after. And there's a lot of speculations about what he's after.
I think that there is a lot to be said about the connection between Bran and what's going on with the Night King.
I have some ideas about that. And we had discussed that a little bit.
Yeah.
But before that, let's try and touch back base on the history, because I want to make sure that everything's clear. To my understanding, and this is an important part of the story here, before any of this happened, it was the children
of the Forest, and the first men.
The first men.
Right.
The first men, naturally being men, cutting down trees, building towns, were in defense of that. The children of the forest created a White Walker with dragon glass,
right,
in order to, what's the word I'm looking for? In order to fight.
Yeah, so the children of the forest in the first men were in a war of sorts. It was one that the children of the forest knew that they would lose, because they just didn't possess the same. I mean, they were the magical creatures of the world.
Right.
The men of the world are like you and me. We can't do
they had
fireballs
brawn.
and shit.
Yeah.
And the children of the forest were losing, And so they created, as you said, and they show this in the show.
Right.
And up until they showed it in the show, that wasn't something that was ever confirmed in the books. It was hinted at that, and it was all theory until it was showed
Bran went and saw it.
Yeah, Bran straight up went and saw it.
That's how we saw it in the show.
Mm-hmm. And so they created the White Walkers or the first White Walker to go to battle against a man, and that was the
White Walker wanted smoke with everybody.
Yeah,
no
they
one
couldn't
was
control
safe.
it.
Okay, but before that, I think that there's a point that happens before them, and it is a wildling who is sacrificing children to the White Walker, so that this might be after. See, okay, there's also a super important scene in Game of Thrones where the Night King is holding a baby and turns the baby to a White Walker by touching it.
That's right.
Now that's important because was the White Walker just a one-man army at a point, and was just slaughtering what it was around and just was resurrecting whatever, like a virus, a literal walking virus? Because to my understanding, and if this is what's happening, the White Walker was, I'm going to use the word infecting the living, and by infection I mean cutting them down and resurrecting them as White Walkers. That escalated to the point where the king of the wall, who was the Night's King, he's referred to as the Night's King. He was a Stark. Yeah, baby. He was a Night's King. His name was Night's King. They came to I'm not sure if it's said, but was there an agreement made in which a child would be sacrificed to the Night Walk or to the Night King in order for peace to be? Have you heard the corpse bride theory? That the Night King took in a female White Walker?
Okay, I have not heard this one.
Oh shit.
Is this a new one?
This isn't necessarily a new one, but this is in origin. The Night's King, who was a commander at the wall,
right,
married a White Walker in hopes to end the conflict, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know enough about it. I don't know enough about
it.
See,
the thing is like, just at a base level, there's been so many theories in Game of Thrones.
Like so many.
It's been like, there's got to be a record for like how many fan theories have been made about this particular piece of media, right? Like even from before there was the show, there was people cracking theories out,
right?
You know, and it's super fun to take part in because some of them might be true and some of them have been true. There's been theories that have come true, right?
Right.
Like the biggest one was Jon being
a Targaryen.
Being a Targaryen. That was theory forever. And probably the one most plausible. It was hinted at. People just kind of assumed it was true, and as we've seen with the show, it was true. And that stuff is beyond where the books are, right? Because the last book was Dance of Dragons. Dance with
Is
Dragons?
all 7 of those books the show we've seen?
So there's 5 books.
Okay.
And I think season 5, season 6 was when they got past where the books stopped, right?
Yeah, they took Bran out for a season because they didn't.
Yeah,
nothing was written.
Exactly.
Nothing was written for him.
Mm-hmm. And I think that there was a lot of expectation that George R.R. Martin was gonna put out the next book, which is called A Song of Spring, I think, or something. I think it's called it's called The Winds of Winter is the next one, and then Song of Spring will be the book after that.
Okay.
And yeah, he's just like I've been writing it for years, and
is this the last season of Game of Thrones?
This is, yeah.
This is
the final season. They're wrapping it up.
The last thing he wants is Jon Snow dying.
Who?
Yeah,
the Night,
I
the
don't
Night
know, dude. I have a theory on Jon Snow. I think Jon Snow. Dude, I think the Night King is looking for a replacement, and I think
King? You think he wants Bran
he wants Jon Snow
as the replacement? Well,
as a replacement because
he's died.
he is the promised prince,
and he has died and come back.
and he has
He's
died
been
and
on
come
that
back.
other side.
Yep. Wrote. Last thing he wrote was Jon Snow dying.
Yeah, exactly. That was the last thing that was how the last book ended was with Jon Snow dying.
Mm-hmm. So there's a couple things I want to talk to you about. What is Arya's weapon?
The one that she
Yes.
threw out. I didn't freeze frame it, so I only saw it for a second.
It looks
She
like a
kinda
fun, It looks like a top, like a top,
Yeah.
but like on a stick.
Yeah, like maybe it's like something she can like spin around. You know?
Yeah, I don't know.
But
And who's she going after?
Oh, who she want to take out? Like when they showed the preview for the next.
Because
episode?
I know who's left on the list. I know who's on the list still. It's the Hound, the Mountain, Cersei, Jaime Lannister, and I think everybody else is either dead. Have you heard the theory where one of the main characters is dead and it's actually the faceless man incorporating himself into the...
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've heard versions of that theory. Who specifically do you?
I don't know. I don't know who it would be. It couldn't be Arya because why the fuck would the faceless would ever go after all the Freys?
Yeah.
For no
I
reason.
think Arya's Arya.
Arya might be the best character in Game of Thrones.
Of course.
100%, right?
I think Arya is up there for me as top tier character, but like I really like some of the characters like that were featured more prominently in the book that are in the show and have like important roles, but like Brienne.
Brianna Tarth.
Dude, she's so sick.
She's so sick.
Like the fourth book in the series is kind of like almost like a spin-off, right? Where they George R.R. Martin like had so much material for all these characters that he spent a whole book just kind of exploring other characters instead of focusing on like the main plot.
Uh-huh.
So the fourth book, which is called The Feast for Crows, a major section of it is just Brienne, like traveling around Westeros and getting up in like shenanigans and shit.
Okay.
And it's so tight.
Really?
Like, she's such a cool character.
How do you like her in the show?
She's great.
Yeah.
I love Gwendolyn Christie is the actress who plays her. And
right.
She's awesome. She's Brienne for sure.
What do you think about the ensuing Battle of Winterfell? Any comments?
It's gonna be nuts, man.
Do
it's
you
like 2 episodes long or something. Is what I heard.
Well, so I saw the time sheet, and we have 2 more episodes, I believe, that are 54 minutes, and then the rest of the episodes are to be an hour and a half long.
Yeah.
An hour and 20 minutes long. The Battle of Winterfell there's a theory that the Battle of Winterfell, as it happens, the Night King will fly south to King's Landing.
Really?
End that shit. Just
toast it.
Just end it.
Yeah.
Just end that shit.
Yeah.
And resurrect the gold company, the iron company, whatever.
The gold company.
And to go flank the humans from the south.
That would be a crazy tactic by him. But if he did that shit.
I don't think that there's happy endings in this story. I think that this story does not have a happy ending. Unless the only way that this is fucking ending with a happy ending is, I think, something like the Jon Snow sacrifices himself as the replacement for the Night King,
and just takes that shit back home.
And they march
all
back
the way
the other fucking direction.
See you later.
Yep, and the last thing you see is Jon Snow fucking looking back.
Turn back at
piano.
piano.
Turn back.
Like,
yeah, dun dun ba da da.
Yeah.
Something like that. Because as it stands, well, there's a couple things that I wrote down. So there's the Bran theory. Dude, this fool swears Gendry's taken the throne.
That's actually not a bad theory.
Really?
Well, Gendry has like sort of a birthright to it because he's the son of Baratheon.
Doesn't everybody have a birthright? Does anybody give a fuck about birthrights right now?
At this point, like everyone has a fucking claim if they really want one.
Yeah, but
there's a solid case for Gendry.
There is a solid case for Gendry, but I think right now his importance in the story is being the blacksmith that will save the human beings by crafting these weapons.
Yeah, he's already started.
Boom. Oh shit. LOL. I don't think so. You guys can fucking get in a conference call, but I think Gendry. I don't think that's Gendry's destiny in this story.
I don't think he is either. I mean, if he did, like, I wouldn't be mad about it.
Yeah.
Like, if he was the guy that ended up on the throne somehow, some way, I would be like, okay, that's fine.
How would that be outside of? How would they even do that outside of Danny and Jon Snow right now? That just seems like it would be so like.
Yeah.
It'd be like so like.
They would
what?
they would need to die because they're not. I mean, so here's the thing: is like right now there's technically like two sections of Westeros, the South and the North. Right. So Jon was the king of the North. He succeeded that to Daenerys because now, you know, he's agreed, at least until he learned of his origin, that Daenerys should be the queen of Westeros. She has the right to be queen, and that by siding with her, her army, her Dothraki and her Unsullied and her dragons can defeat the incoming White Walkers, and that she can have the throne, right? So he gave up his claim. But then you still have Cersei. So in order for there to be like a new ruler by the end of the series, and for the audience and everyone to be like down with it, like, yeah, that is who should be the fucking ruler of Westeros. Not only does because Cersei's not going to let that happen. She's got to die.
Cersei's going to die soon.
If Daenerys ends up on the throne, fine. Like, I'm down with that. She deserves it after all the shit she's done. If Jon ends up on the throne, also, like, he deserves it. I don't think Jon will.
I don't think Jon will either.
At this point, I don't think Jon or Daenerys or Cersei are going to make it to the end. I think they're all toast. I think they're all going to die. Maybe Daenerys lives, but, you know. And then after that, is like, who do you go to after that? Is it fucking Gendry? It might be fucking Gendry.
I guess you're. But why wouldn't it be any of the other Stark houses? Like, why? Maybe because they really want to just be in the North.
That's how the North people are. They're like,
what's
left
in the South? Like, even after.
I know the South has been fucked up from war.
The South is fucking done. That's why maybe fucking the Ice Dragon goes down there and just fucking deletes it.
Yes,
just deletes that fucking whole spot.
Because
that's really it. The Iron Throne has proven to just be the king of King's Landing.
Yeah, in a way.
It's not. The North didn't give a shit. Everybody didn't give a shit. I mean, Cersei is the queen of King's Landing right now. Nobody gives a shit about her.
No.
And they're still meeting up in those circles. And it wasn't like when Euron Greyjoy was like, fuck that. And we now know that he was being divisive. Mm-hmm. When he was like, fuck this, White Walkers, I'm out. No, it wasn't like, you will leave when you are told to leave. Yeah, sorry, queen. It was like it's a fucking, I don't know. I feel like the Iron Throne, the more and more, the Iron Throne is just kind of this idea of like the ruler of rulers, but it doesn't fucking mean anything right now. Like, Cersei's sitting on it, but I don't feel like Cersei's in fucking power right now.
Not
Does
really.
Anybody feel like
she had to go hire an army, dude. Like, she didn't even have an army.
Exactly.
She had to go hire the Golden Company to come in.
Let's see what Dre's up to. Danny is going to become the Mad Queen when he tells Danny about his claim to the throne. Unless he does, he just keeps to himself. They're all toasted. The Starks have no claim, bro. Like, Gendry is for real the king because he's legitimately Robert's son.
That's the thing, right?
Yeah.
It's like, Gendry's the son of Robert Baratheon, the bastard son.
Right.
And he should have originally taken the throne.
Right.
Over Cersei's kids.
Right.
With Jaime, because they're not Robert's
right,
sons.
but if we're doing technicalities, like, Robert Baratheon signed fucking kingship to the Stark house.
Yeah.
And then got his fucking, and then everybody got their head chopped off.
Yeah.
So it's like, is Baratheon, I mean, we all saw the episode. There's a piece of paper out there saying that the Baratheons are no longer the royal name on the Iron Throne. It's now the Starks.
Right.
So, you know, and Arya is too creepy. She's like Assassin's Creed. She doesn't want to fucking do that.
Nah, she's too far gone.
What happens to Sansa, dude?
That's tough. I mean, I think Sansa lives.
I'm still trying to find her place in the story. I definitely see her as Warden of the North.
Yeah.
Although Winterfell is we're kind of running out
Time's
of time.
ticking.
Yeah, but I say the same thing for King's Landing. The problem is I see fucking destruction You know,
just complete decimation.
I see just decimation. The same kind of decimation that they just found at the fucking, forget, the little kid that they found at the end of the episode, whatever house that was. I forget the name of it.
It was like Karstark or some shit, or Umber.
Oh,
or I don't know.
It was Umber.
It was one of the Stark households, or one of the northern households.
Yeah, and so that, just so everybody knows, I had researched on that today. That is above Winterfell, south of the Wall.
Right, so they're here, man.
So they're fucking, they're cruising. They're in between. Put it this way. What's the big redheaded dude's name?
The Wildling guy?
Yeah.
Oh, God. What is
He's
that dude's
more
name?
north than the fucking White Walkers right now. Put it that way.
Yeah, he passed them somehow.
Yeah.
That's crazy to think about. It's happening so fast.
It's
like,
all...
They're not pulling punches.
Good, because I think, and I'm so happy that they're doing an hour and a half an episode, because we can squeeze out a couple more episodes.
Yeah.
Out of that. So what do you think about that Bran theory, dude? That Bran,
that he's connected to the Night King.
Bran is definitely connected to the Night King.
Yeah.
That's not in question here. That's like the one thing. So we can talk about what's happening with the Baratheons, all the different houses. That doesn't mean shit until we talk about what the fuck is up with Bran.
Yeah.
Why Bran of Stark House is Bran.
Mm-hmm.
In what correlate? First of all, I'm sorry, a million things. So Bran being the three-eyed raven, Bran, which is just proven to, when that hold the door episode, fucked the whole timeline up.
Oh man,
it fucked everything up.
Yeah.
It fucked because now anything's fucking possible, to the point where Bran could go back and like for anybody who's seen fucking Butterfly Effect, like that, can go back and
he can change shit.
He can change, but he's not the. I mean, he could have built the wall. He could have convinced Bran the Builder to build the wall. He could have.
I mean, he could have done many things.
There's a theory that he went back and told the Targaryen about all of this.
Yeah.
Gave him visions of the White Walkers, and it fucked up the Targaryen king, the Mad King, that it made him mad.
Made him
and
crazy.
When he was screaming, "Burn them all!"
Yeah.
They were burning the people alive, but what he meant was burn the fucking White Walkers.
Right. Or like burn these people so they don't come back as White Walkers.
Burn these people. So, I mean, we need to address. First of all, we need to address Bran. We need to address his. There's the two most powerful magic sources of magic in the book or in the show are definitely Bran and the White Walker.
Yeah.
And they definitely are able to meet each other on this like astral plane. Mm-hmm. On this like so it's like they have seen each other in realities that don't even exist. Right? Like, remember when he goes and visits them north of the wall and the four horsemen are lined up? And he looks at him.
Yeah.
It's fucking bananas, dude.
Well, they both have this power of, like, ethereal transcendence of reality, right? So it's clear that the Night King has the same type of abilities as Bran, at least in terms of foresight and hindsight. Like, he can... And I don't know if it's confirmed that the Night King can see in the future or see in the past. But there is a lot to be said for the connection between Bran and the Night King and how they line up symmetrically. And like, I mean, the Night King kind of even looks like Bran.
He kind of
they
fucking
kind of look
does.
the same. They kind of like the facial features and everything.
It's
and
the nose.
The nose.
The nose does it.
Yeah.
So which is bananas.
If Bran is the Night King from the future, like... Or, I mean, if the Night King is Bran from the future, like, I don't even know, dude.
So the theory is, for everybody listening, is that the way this would work is much more straightforward and requires less critical thinking than you think.
Drop it.
Bran is like, well, this is fucking easy. I can go back in the past. I'm going to go fucking, don't forget about Melisandre. What do you mean about Melisandre? I'm going to tell this theory, and then you type what you mean, because I'm not exactly sure... what you mean. Melisandre, I know, delivered the prophecy about the prince that's promised, who they thought was Stannis.
Right.
They were fucking wrong.
She was super wrong.
She was, dude, that fucking Brienne of Tarth.
Yeah.
Ended that fucking theory.
See ya.
Bran was like, I'll fix this. I'm going to go back into the fucking past and fix this. Warged into the White Walkers, or warged into the first man who turned into the White Walker, failed to convince the children of the forest, when was stabbed by the dragon glass, was stuck in that body, thus living his 8,000, I think it's more than that, hundreds of thousands, or no, I think it's like 8,000.
Long ass time.
Yeah, long ass time as the White Walker, which is why which explains the connection between the White Walker and Jon Snow.
Mm-hmm. So
Am I missing something here?
Wait, so the theory is that Bran went back to stop the original creation of the White Walker.
Right, but failed to do so.
But failed and like warged into.
Oh shit.
What do we got? Sub?
Yeah, that's a sub, but I think it's old. But thank you. I think that's an old notification, but thank you, Pepe.
So Bran warged into the guy that becomes the first White Walker.
The guy on the tree.
Yeah.
The guy on the tree.
Jesus Christ pose.
And said yes. It's a solid pose.
Yeah.
And goes, no, don't do it. You guys can't fucking do it. This is doom. This is doom. Shoves it in his fucking heart and is now stuck.
Gets stuck in there. The consciousness
is now stuck in there. The same way like because this warging thing is damaging, like the Hodor incident. This is like a mentally captivating thing when you do to other people.
Yeah.
So when you got the dragon glass, yeah.
Okay. Wait. So here's the full theory breakdown, right? So we
did
know.
You just did a little light just shine on you?
Just popped, right?
Okay.
So
I just saw that in your eye. You go, whoa.
So we have Bran who goes beyond the wall to go to the dying original three-eyed raven, right? And that's where he learns to go back and forward through time, right? That's how Hodor becomes Hodor. So what if, and we know now that like Bran, the way he is, he's like not Bran anymore. Like he's totally emotionless, just like has a set goal. Right. He's like, he knows what he wants to do and he's in it. Right. So what if Bran when he went and met with the original three-eyed raven, who's dead now? Right. What if during that time he was there and this wasn't shown, Bran did go back in time and he did fucking jump into the warg he warged in trying to stop it, did get stuck. This whole thing did happen. Bran consciousness.
You mean these 8,000 years happened?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Bran's consciousness did get stuck in the past and his fucking body, when you warg, your body's just a shell. Yeah. So what if the original three-eyed raven then warged into Bran's lifeless body, and now the Bran we see now in the show is the three-eyed raven? And Bran is the Night King. His consciousness became
Bran
the
is the Night King, and the three-eyed raven is Bran.
That's it, man. We just figured it out.
Are you fucking kidding me?
That's it.
Oh my god, for anybody here, that
was it, man. That's for sure it.
That's fucking mental. So, okay. So let's go deep on that. Let's say that that's the fucking case now. What does Bran, and when I say Bran, I'm now speaking that as the Night King, what does he want? Okay. He's coming back to kill the shell.
He's coming back to get his body back, dude. He just wants to be Bran again.
You think he wants to be Bran, or you think he gives a fuck because it's been 8,000 years and he knows that if he kills that body,
maybe that resets the timeline or something. I mean, there's a lot of implications if this is like a true thing and not just theory. So Bran's goal, he's creating this White Walker army. Why? Maybe he's just fucking jaded because he's been stuck in this White Walker body.
Oh,
maybe.
Hold on. We got something, though. We got a little thing here. If Bran is in fact now the three-eyed raven, not emotionally connected to who Bran was, right? Does this mean that who fell out of the window, Bran or the three-eyed raven?
So I think it would have been Bran who originally fell out the window.
Bran's waiting for an old friend at the end of the episode, still emotionally connected to Jaime Lannister. and the Three-Eyed Raven has no relation to Jaime
That's
Lannister.
true.
But the Three-Eyed Raven would know what would have had happened to Bran.
Yeah, because one can assume that the Three-Eyed Raven would obtain some of Bran's memories or something.
Now, picking your brain here, why wouldn't Bran why wouldn't Bran, knowing this, go and end all of this? Go and walk in, not climb that day. Go tell his father not to go down south.
Right.
Why, you know?
Well, I think we can say, if this theory is a real thing, that Bran, up until the point he goes to meets the Three-Eyed Raven, because before that he only knew basic warg techniques. He didn't know how to travel back and forth through time, so he had no foresight of the
He was
future.
just having dreams about a Three-Eyed Raven.
Right. So he ends up with the Three-Eyed Raven beyond the wall in their little hovel.
Oh my God, hold on. Let's touch base on this for a second. What if the dreams of the Three-Eyed Raven, can that some way be like the actual Three-Eyed Raven in the body trying to contact, like
Maybe.
going back into his history?
Yes, dude.
Does that make sense to you?
does.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
those dreams weren't dreams. It was his conscience as Bran, almost mentally arguing with the new driver of the vehicle,
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
it does.
And because it was dreams of the Three-Eyed Raven. Why else would he be having these constant dreams of the Three-Eyed Raven?
Right. I mean, and it's interesting because there's a lot that isn't really that whole sequence where Bran is with the Three-Eyed Raven in that little cave, you know, with the
Why is the Three-Eyed Raven like a part of the tree is what I don't understand.
I think that was just like the druid aspect of it, right? This connection to the earth, and like people from the north have this inherent relationship with nature, and that isn't as explored as much in this show as it is in the books. But
we have the dire wolves. We
Yeah.
have the warging techniques. We have the very you have to be conditioned to live in that environment.
yeah, it's heavy. It's a heavy terrain.
Yeah, it's fucking heavy lifestyles out there in the north,
So
dude.
But I think there is some fucking validity to what we just
Yeah.
taught. I mean, and the thing is, like, I don't know if George R.R. Martin set out to go that deep with like the time travel shit.
He should though.
He should have.
Why? So let's say it ends right there. Let's say there's no more time traveling.
Right.
Okay. Let's say that was it. What we got was what we saw is what we got, and that's the end of it. What was accomplished? So we have the hold the door scene, which is important because Bran doesn't die to a White Walker. Which, if our theory is true, that Bran is the Night Walker. Oh, but that could be what compelled the White Walker, the Night King, excuse me, to be like, we're getting to this fucking cave now.
Yeah.
Now. Because my fucking shell is in there, motherfuckers, and we're ending this tonight.
Right. I think that, yeah, I mean, I think that the Night Walker, or the Night King.
Yeah.
He has a real determination right now to kill and get rid of Bran. Because Bran, regardless of any theory, Bran is a major factor in what the Night King can do.
It's his counterpart.
Yeah.
Right.
It's good versus evil in a lot of ways.
On the magical side, because on the physical side, he really wants to go after Daenerys as well, because she's got 2 dragons, and this shit is over as soon as that. But I feel like the Night King is much more poetic. I don't think he cares so much about this war, and I feel like him raising this army is just kind of this, just almost like this side effect of him on this journey. You know what I'm saying? Like we're thinking about it, and we're just tripping out, right?
Yeah.
So I think we're thinking about it as like what a human being would do. They'd raise this army so that you have this army, and the more numbers, the more to fight. But I think that like he's just kind of this ravenous disease like character who's on this mission to go find one fucking person and just him resurrecting and shit is just kind of like this terrorism.
Yeah.
To display that he's just going after what he wants relentlessly.
For sure.
You know?
Yeah, and like it's interesting because like the tone in the scenes in which he's portrayed like has, I think, shifted in a lot of ways throughout the series. Like at moments it seems like exactly like you said, like he's this inhuman like disease, this virus, right?
Yeah.
That just has no thought other than just to kill everyone, kill everything, turn the world into a frozen wasteland. That's his one goal. It's no emotion. It's just get this shit done.
Yeah.
But then there's other scenes in the show where I feel like they do kind of show a very like human aspect to him, or at least like he has, like as you said, that there is this like poetry to it, where he does want to like carry out these acts of extreme fucking desolation violence, but do it in a way where it is like poetic justice to him. Right. So it's like he can take down Winterfell, he can come across the north and fucking kill everyone, and he's gonna do it, and he's going to realize what he's doing, and he's gonna feel like that sense of like of power or whatever he's really after, other than just and that's aside from him, you know, being just like this fucking killing machine who's only there to just wipe everything out. Like he is like a nuclear bomb.
Right.
That's going to create nuclear winter.
Right.
So they haven't defined him like which he is. Like what is he the fucking, does he have these human traits? Like is he emotional?
Right.
Or is he just like the fucking bomb?
And a big question is why the fuck is he coming down south? You know, that's a big question. Like, because there was the long night, and there's a scene that does show the most northern place in Westeros, and where it's winter forever, or
Hardhome, right?
No, Hardhome is where the battle took place, where they fucking fucked each other from across.
That's right.
On the moat, but that's an important scene, right? Because there was a moment where they locked eyes.
Yeah.
And it was, and you know what's so funny is it's an adjective that comes to mind the way he locks eyes with Jon Snow is if he is related to Jon Snow using our theory, it's very like he can't help but act cold.
Right.
You know, which is funny because he's the
coldest dude
in the world. Ice King, you know? And so yeah, trip out on that, man. Like if it comes down and we find out that there is a real that's going to be the best episode. That's what I'm waiting for. Who kills Cersei? I could seriously read about it. You know what I'm saying? I could read about it. Did she choke? Was it like a big, oh my God? I think that there's so few characters left now. And so, unfortunately, there's so little on the line with anything that's not Bran and the Night King to me right now.
Yeah. That
I'm just kind of like even the Battle for Winterfell, it's going to be gnarly and there's going to be fucking 15 minutes of chaos.
It's just complete
chaos.
But
I want to know, I'm emotionally connected to the relation between Bran, his powers, why I want to know the fucking lore, dude. You know? I want to know the fucking Westeros lore. I want to know what's going on. I want to know why the fucking Night King is coming back down. I want to know I want to know who the fucking Starks are. You know? I want to know what ended the first war between the humans. And I want to know if Bran, how, you know, something that would be so disappointed in me is if what you said, Bran just kind of existed within these guidelines that were set, and I'm trying to add color to a black and white picture. Like Bran just went back and told Hodor to hold the door because it was the right thing to do at that time, and you know, and that's kind of it. That would be a fucking a devastating,
straight up.
That'd be kind of tough for me. And if the show ended up to just kind of be this story about these actors dying off, and you know, because I think you could dive into this story about Bran and turn it into this like really elaborate fucking.
Oh, it's so deep, and there's a lot of potential there.
There's a lot of potential there, and you knowing George R. George R.R. Martin. Do you know him as a writer that will come through on this, or do you think that we kind of just run our mouths a little too much because we got a microphone in front of us?
Yeah, I mean, to me, like, I hope he does, you know, because I want him to do it more than anything just for him. Yeah. You know, like, fuck giving the population the books, even though everyone wants them still, I think, even though the show's going to end. I think it's important for his legacy to finish it in his way.
Yeah, absolutely. Right. I'm just taking my headphones off because So let's talk about this altercation and the possibilities between Bran and the Night King.
Yeah.
Which could be a battle that doesn't even fucking exist in real life. This could be a fucking mental battle for... First of all, I'm getting a cup of coffee real quick. It's right here.
Brew it up. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot that can go down. And Bran isn't physically capable of doing anything, right? He's not...
No. Wait, hold on. Wait, just so I can get to the
microphone,
dog.
Let me check chat. What's going on? Not much.
I think we're all good.
All right.
So...
I'm going to pop my headphones off, too.
Yeah. Fuck it, dude. We don't need headphones where we're going. He'll never walk again, but he will fucking fly.
You think he's gonna warg into a dragon?
Well, there's a couple things about that. When he is talking to, who's the bald eunuch dude?
Varys.
Lord Varys.
Lord
that's right.
Varys.
Lord Tyrion is talking to Lord Varys and asks the slave chick,
Missandei.
Missandei
is Daenerys's like right-hand woman.
Yes. It is said in the script by Tyrion that it is said by the Maesters that dragons are even smarter than humans.
Mm-hmm.
I think that warging into a dragon is quite a feat unless that dragon is ill in mind. And this dragon, and a lot of people say, he's going to warg into a dragon, warg into one of Daenerys' dragons and fight alongside. I don't think that's going to happen because I don't think that's a plausible
He's
feat.
not powerful enough, or he doesn't have the ability to get into a regular dragon.
Yeah, because I mean, look at what happened to Hodor.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
fried him.
It's a chaotic thing, warging. It's not like it's not mind control. It's like this very chaotic, and I think that the driver of the vehicle fights back against the warg.
Yeah.
And there's a limited time there, right? I think the mind recognizes it as a foreign entity, and at the same time you're trying to do something. I think that there's bits and clips and of the driver trying to come through. However, out of the three dragons, one is a fucking zombie.
Yeah.
And that is, I don't know the dragon's names. Do you? If you do, that's impressive.
I
No.
don't.
Yeah.
I know one of them is Rhaegar.
Rhaegar.
And then there's... I don't fucking know. One of them is named like after her late husband. The Dothraki dude, which I can't even remember his name.
Khal Drogo?
Khal Drogo. So one of them is named... Oh, Drogon.
Mm-hmm.
So there's Drogon, Rhaegar, and then
one with an E, right?
Illyria or something.
Damn, I think you just did it, bro.
I don't know.
That's crazy.
Fact check on that one, but
okay. So
I couldn't tell you which is the dead one. I think Drogon is still alive, and I think Rhaegar is still alive. Or maybe Rhaegar is the dead one. I don't know. One of them's definitely dead, and if Bran's warging, I would bet on the one that's dead.
Well, yeah, because I think that it has the mental capacity in order to facilitate a warg.
Right. Like, because what even is a white or a White Walker? You know, like what? Like, do they possess any sort of brain power, or is it just like a walking?
It's like a shell.
Yeah.
It's like a shell that's commanded It's kind of like in StarCraft when you want this amount of units to go here and fight.
Exactly.
It's that type. It's like, it's not like, oh, you're kind of having a bad day. You're kind of sleepy. You're a little hungry, but you're going to go over here and fight. It's like a massive.
So what do you think? Do you think that the Night King is controlling all of these White Walkers in the same way that a warg happens? Is it a warg connection, or is it just a necromancy?
Well, I think it's all but 3. For some reason, I think that there's 4. There's the 4 horsemen that seem to have some significance. Well,
didn't one get killed?
One's dead. Jon Snow. Yeah, and
Yeah.
it fucking blew up.
Yeah.
And that was big one.
Sliced him.
But I believe, and for the sake of just conversation, I think that those are Starks.
Really?
I think that those are ancient Starks.
The old ones.
And I think that there's a lot of them in the fucking crypts.
Yeah.
There's a scene in the trailer of season 8, and it's Arya Stark bleeding from her head, running, crying in
Through
the crypts.
Yeah. Which is what we started talking about at the beginning of this, and we jumped all over the place. But I was saying, the crypts are going to be probably the most important part of season 8. Like
Really?
not only, well, yeah, because like not only in the first episode of season 8 did they have one of the, eventually what we know is going to be one of the biggest reveals of the season, or Jon's biggest revelatory moment was finding out that he is Aegon Targaryen. There's going to be a lot of shit that happens in the crypts throughout the next few episodes, and as you said, they hinted at that just in the trailers.
Yeah.
Like there was a whole trailer just of like them going through the crypts and looking at the various like stuff down there.
Right.
It was just shots of the crypts.
Right.
And there's going to be revelatory stuff that happens in there, and there's going to be some crazy shit.
Like,
I don't know
like what?
but-
You have no idea.
Well,
what?
I imagine that there might be something that occurs where they raise some of the Starks from the dead
At the Battle of Winterfell.
at the Battle of Winterfell, because that's what the Night King does.
Yeah.
Is he raises the dead. So why wouldn't he go after literally the storehouse, the cemetery of the dead?
Right.
Maybe we'll get maybe Arya is running from
The fucking
the
zombie.
headless Ned Stark.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe.
Yeah.
And you got to
Who's
imagine.
back at Winterfell?
Yeah, they brought the body back, I think.
Yeah.
After eventually they brought it back. I don't know. I mean, I think that he's going to raise some
What's
shit.
up, Ego? Hearing you say running from the headless Ned Stark is fucking heavy.
Because Arya has been through so much. She's not scared of anything anymore. She in a lot of ways she's became this kind of like heartless assassin, as you said. She's straight up Assassin's Creed.
Right.
And what is the one thing that's going to make her lose her fucking mind? Is what set her off on this journey in the first place, which is seeing her dad get decapitated.
It would have to be her father.
Yeah. Like,
Is her
what
mother,
else is
is
she
her
gonna run
mother
from?
back as well?
So actually, I don't know, because so one of the things in the books that's not in the show.
Because it could be her entire dead family trying to.
Well,
kill her.
so I don't know if you know this, but in the books, Catelyn Stark, after she's killed at the Red Wedding, her body disappears, and she actually becomes in the book.
She's resurrected.
She's resurrected.
And turns into this fucking zombie who fucking murders anything that has to do with the Freys or the Lannisters.
Yeah, she's just like this total fucking revenge robot, essentially. She's undead. Her throat's, I think she's described in the book as being like very undead looking, and like her throat's all fucking slashed away. She can't talk. She doesn't talk. And you only see her a little bit in the 4th book. And I think Brienne sees her. And in the show, there's the Brotherhood Without Banners.
Yeah, Brotherhood Without
which
Banner. Yeah, and it's got
Beric Dondarrion, the Flame Sword.
Is that the guy who's been resurrected
Multiple times, yeah.
7 times, and he says a piece of him dies every time.
Exactly. The
he's
eye
brought
patch
back.
fool.
Yeah.
So he was the leader of the Brotherhood.
Dre never said his. Dre, what's your? And I'm gonna keep you going, but I want Dre to start typing this out. Dre,
Lady Stoneheart is the name for Catelyn.
Oh, for Catelyn Stark.
Yeah, the undead.
Dre,
version.
you never said the significance of what you think the significance is of Melisandre and where she plays in for this, because to my understanding, I only know her as I don't see her being a part of anything anymore. I know that she delivered and we'll have to talk about this, the prophecy.
And so was the last we saw her in
Which
the
is
show was when she was all old and shit? When she went all like lost? Was that the last time we saw her? I
thought the last time we saw her was when she was cast off. No.
When they kicked her out of Winterfell.
She was walking into the snow.
That's right. They kicked her out. I don't know if she's coming back.
Yeah, I think we're on the subject of magic users. Yeah, I think she's cooked. I think like she's kind of burnt. I think that she delivered her most important. I think her role of significance was delivering the Azor
Ahai or Azor
Azai.
Yeah, something like that.
Saying that there is a prince to be promised.
Yeah.
Or princess, because the prophecies are non-binary.
Straight up.
You never know.
You know, I mean,
but it would be such a fucking. It'd be such a kick to my fucking mythological balls if it's just Daenerys. Like, if this whole thing just turns out to be Daenerys, and Daenerys from the start was just going after it, and George R.R. Martin was like, yep, ruler of the Seven Kingdoms. I want it to be along the lines of a prince to be promised, and that includes a prince to be promised for the Night King, who is coming, I don't know, to come kill. Another thing, dude, like, you can't do it in 6. You can't do it in 6 episodes. Whoever's knocked up right now, the only person it would matter is Cersei. Right. Someone can't be knocked up of significance right now, right? At this point,
and we don't even know if Cersei's actually really pregnant.
Like, well, Jaime does, right? They both kind of agree that they're pregnant again. But Cersei has fulfilled her prophecy. She's had 3 kids.
Right.
And all of it's come true.
They're all dead.
They're all dead. And
now she just needs to be killed by her brother, right?
Yeah.
That's the prophecy.
And is that Tyrion? Dude, I read a thing that Tyrion is a... You think Tyrion's a... Well, is Tyrion a Lannister? So you just quick yes or no question.
I think that Tyrion is a Lannister.
Tyrion's a Lannister.
Yeah.
And just ended up on the
There are theories that he isn't.
That he's a Baratheon.
There's theories that he's all kinds. There's theories that he's a fucking Targaryen, dude. There's theories that he's everything. Because there's theories for everything.
That's what I meant. He's a theory that he's a Targaryen.
Right. But he doesn't look like a Targaryen. He doesn't have the hair. He doesn't look like a fucking Lannister either. Who knows what his real origin is, but I honestly, I think he's just a Lannister.
Oh, we got some comments.
Let's go.
Here, push the right side of the screen a little bit.
This one?
Physically push it towards you. There you go.
All right.
That way you can see.
Yeah. She's not pregnant. She's lying. I think she's lying too. I don't think Cersei's actually pregnant.
Why would she do that? Because besides her being a conniving bitch.
Well, I think it was her trying to convince Jaime to stay with her. Because that was Jaime's biggest connection with Cersei, other than just fucking her all the time.
Well, yeah, and
these kids.
And the only person who fucking knows Cersei's prophecy is Cersei,
right?
And knows that everything has happened, everything's been fulfilled so far. She's had 3 kids, all golden haired. She has been replaced by someone prettier than her, but her dying by the hands of her
brother
isn't in the show.
No, I don't think so. But it's definitely.
Oh, we didn't. Clegane Bowl.
Dude.
Is that going down?
It has to.
It has to, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's say this. Jaime kills Cersei. Clegane Bowl. Who the fuck is... What's up with Arya?
Who comes out on top on that?
No, what's Arya's purpose in this story then?
Oh, because... she's been driven to kill these people on her list, right?
Well, who else on this list is like this weapon? Who's it for?
Well, I believe she wanted this weapon of dragonglass, right?
Right.
And I think that her motive for that is something that will be revealed for sure.
Whenever you get comfy, just go ahead and fucking adjust this shit.
Oh yeah.
There you go. Cool.
But I don't know. I mean, I think that weapon is it could play little significance. I mean, maybe she just wants something that...
Has anything ever played little significance? I think that...
No.
I have a fucking theory about what's up with the ballista gun.
The one that was given to
no, not the crossbow. The fucking one that, what's his name? The dude who was fucking with the 3 hookers.
Braun.
Braun.
Yeah.
I think the demise of the ice dragon comes between that ballista and Bran warging into the dragon, slowing it down.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how... What if that kills Bran?
Bran's gonna die then.
That would be such a... But that would be... I mean, is that big enough for Bran to go out on? Like, being responsible for the death of the dragon that...
It could be. I mean, because that dragon, the White Walker dragon, is going to be a deciding factor in the battle, because that's a major force of power. Right? We know that the dragons can turn the tide of a battle like no fucking issue. And it's 2 against 1. We know that. Mm-hmm. But we haven't seen dragons fight each other.
Well, I think it's going to be 1-1-1, dude. Because I think Jon Snow just copped himself a fucking dragon last episode.
Yeah.
There seems to be an emotional connection between that one dragon and Jon Snow.
They shared a moment.
They had a moment. It's fucking green.
Yeah.
Okay? Like everything else Jon Snow is all black and green. Okay? Just like this fucking dragon. And yeah, there's obviously an emotional connection going on. Gendry. Dre is fucking so team Gendry.
I love that theory. I think it would be so fucking...
Dude, he was gone for 6 seasons, though, on a boat. On a boat. How are you going to go for a 6-season-long boat ride and then come back to rule the realm?
Because that would be like the perfect ending for this shit. Because everything else
Gendry and Arya are going to bang. Queen Arya. So what happens to Sansa?
Warden of the North.
Warden of the North.
Takes her place.
So who's banging Sansa? She'll need a king.
She needs a king.
Who is that?
Maybe she doesn't fucking want one. Like, after the stuff she's been through, man, who would want to be
I'm Team Stark. But Gendry is the team heir. Dude, I think White Walkers are taking it. Honestly. Dude, I think that this fucking story ends...
Game, set, match. White Walker.
With fucking snow across the fucking...
Blanketing it.
Yes. Snow across Platanos, or wherever the fucking planet they are. I can't wait to see snow fall in fucking King's Landing, dude. That scene is gonna be just fucking
amazing,
gravitational.
Yeah.
I'm Team Stark, but Gendry is the true heir, and he was in hiding, training, learning, growing as a commoner. Yeah. That's where he met.
He knows the people. He has, I think, the ability to lead.
No royal treatment, nothing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Humble beginnings.
But here's the thing: is I get that, but in order for people, okay, the right to the throne is just a couple of words that make a sentence. Like, you need people to believe that, you know? Like, what would need to happen in order for him to establish himself rightful heir of the throne? Like, you just show up, how about me? And everybody's like, yeah, random blacksmith guy. You're the fucking guy now. Like, how is it, like...
Is it too... I mean, Baratheon died fucking ages ago.
And signed the throne over to the Starks.
Maybe Gendry makes the claim, and then that fucking piece of paper shows up.
Oh, that'd be so tight.
And it's like, guess what, bud? Get back to the fucking forge.
I get it. I'm leaning more towards Queen Arya, King Gendry.
Really?
Okay. I'm more towards that because the Starks have to be involved. There's fucking 4 of them right now.
Yeah.
You know? And we've got like 20 minutes left of the series and then it's over. Like there's got to be it has to revolve around what the Starks. I like the annihilated King's Landing theory, honestly. I like fucking just
there's nothing to rule over.
I like the idea of Cersei dying with the throne.
Yeah. Start from scratch.
Who was it? Daenerys said, I'm not going to change the wheel. I'm going to break the wheel.
Right.
I like the broken wheel theory. I like no more Iron Throne. No more. I like human versus fucking. Hold on. That's why he's got the ability. Humble beginning. Yeah, I get it. He's going to kill Danny, bro. Who's going to kill Danny? Danny kills John when she goes mad. Why would Danny just go mad? How do you see that playing out? Like, Danny's just like, no, I'm... Dude, okay, here's the thing. Is like...
So this ending that is like, everyone's fucking done.
Yeah,
Everyone
I think
kills
so.
each other.
I think so. He's just calling out, Jamie kills Cersei. I'm with Jamie killing Cersei. I see that happening. But the only reason I don't see that is because now Arya in her list means nothing.
Right. Like that was just an empty
And now it's just like a fucking like we just didn't do that. I like the idea of Jamie doing something to give Arya like bringing or like, and this sounds so stupid, but Jamie killing himself to give his face to Arya so that Arya can infiltrate King's Landing. Dude. You know, I like that idea. That idea I fuck with. I don't like the idea of Jamie because I don't like that Arya has no redemption in this because Arya and Jamie probably are my favorite action characters. I love Jamie has turned out to be a fucking stand-up dude.
He's a stud.
And he loves his fucking family,
yeah.
And it just kind of turns out to fuck his sister a lot.
That was a real turnaround from being a real piece of shit to being like the best dude.
Okay, hold on, Dre. Let me walk you through this. Daenerys is calling herself the queen for ages now. Yeah, that doesn't mean anything to me though. And in an episode last night, she literally referred to herself as the queen in literally every scene. That doesn't mean anything. That to me, that just solidified plot between how stiff the break is going to be when Jon Snow and her are at a difference. And what do you guys think is going to happen when Jon Snow comes out of nowhere after they bang? Yeah, I don't know. I'm not buying it, dude. I'm not buying it. I don't think because who's the rightful heir between Jon and Dany? It would be Jon, right? Oh no, because he's younger, the nephew.
It would be Jon. It would be the rightful heir.
It would be the rightful heir.
He was.
I'm not getting the mad thing, dude. That's your one hole in your story is that she goes mad, like just like a fucking random freak out. I don't see that happening. No.
I mean, I get what he's saying because like she is still at the end of the day a Targaryen,
and that's in their blood,
and that like all Targaryens are capable of doing that. Jon is the true heir to the Iron Throne. Yeah, Jon should be the true heir, and he is.
Right.
But Dany finding that out, does that mean she does go crazy? Like with that Targaryen fucking molten
Jon's
blood?
Targaryen, is he gonna go fucking crazy? You know? Like
he's
what,
not full
like,
Targaryen
what is that?
though. He's half Stark.
That's true.
So and that comes back to like, what does a Song of Fire and Ice actually mean, right? Like a lot of people think it's the compilation between Dany and Stark, Dany being the Song of Fire, Jon being ice from two different worlds, right? Or what it could mean is just Jon himself.
I think it's just Jon himself.
Right, because
he's
that half Stark, half
this
Targaryen.
whole story is the accumulation of Jon finding out he's from the Fire and Ice.
Right.
And
he's the dude.
You don't actually have any claim. I am. Danny's going to say no. He's got Stark in him. Yeah, I don't know. No, absolutely not. I will fucking kill you right now if you feed me that bullshit, says Danny to Jon. Yo, I got it. I got it, Dre. I got it. I don't know if I'm buying it. I don't.
There definitely will be a confrontation between these two.
For sure.
Will that happen before, during, or after the Battle of Winterfell? I don't know. It'll
be the next episode. And here's the thing is we are now seeing that there is an obvious conflict in the way the episode was set up where it's everybody of the North against Daenerys, the Unsullied, and the Dothraki.
Right.
So again, we're looking at annihilation theory. Let's say that Mad Queen happens, they're still gonna fucking fight, Dre. So like, even if, yeah, Dre, you're spamming the chat a little bit. Hold up. Everyone stares at each other. People start second guessing Danny and her claim. She goes crazy and kills everyone. Boom, done. You're done.
That would be. That's another annihilation theory. If she's just gonna go fucking berserk.
I don't know, man. Because I think because if a battle ensues, that's a battle where the White Walkers aren't even involved in this scenario.
Yeah.
And that's the fight of their life. Unless it's as easy as the White Walker is just a fight between. What has slow mode for Dre? You asked, bro. I asked, bro, but that was you fucking caked it on me. But you didn't say anything different to me, Dre. That's my only problem, is that you just are like, yeah, she's gonna go crazy. They're gonna have to kill her. That's it. White Walkers just actually want to say hello. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I think
just want to be homies.
I think that they're gonna have to find some resolve, and I think that maybe, is it possible that Daenerys shows Jon the same respect that Jon showed Daenerys by kneeling to her? You know, is that why that had happened?
Yeah,
is that
doesn't Sam say like you knelt for her? Would she do the same for you? Or is that Sam who says that in that last episode?
Yes.
Last night?
Yeah.
Yeah, he goes, he's like, you knelt for her. Would she do the same?
And we'll fucking find out. But do you think she'll do the same?
No.
She's going to be crushed.
I definitely do not think that she, after everything that she's been through, after everything that she's done to prove that she can rule and that she's the rightful heir in her mind, even for Jon, who she clearly is in love with now, it's not going to be as easy as just like, oh, okay, so you're the missing Targaryen after all this time. You didn't die. Just take it. I don't need it. There is definitely conflict there. And, I mean, who knows? It could go that they just decide to fucking get married. Call it a day.
She didn't give Jon a choice, bro. Exactly, dude. She won't.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely do not think she's just going to be, like, handed over to Jon. She may agree to get married to Jon, but I mean, they are...
Get married to Jon, brother?
I don't know, dude.
No.
Maybe.
Okay, so let's go back to the Gendry thing. So, and again, a big deciding factor here is what the Night King is after, you know? Mm-hmm. Because that'll play a point in this. Does the Night King want Bran? Does the Night King want a replacement? Does the Night King just want annihilation? Who is the prince that's promised? You know?
Yeah.
Who will wield the Lightbringer? Who is that? Is that
all
fucking
signs
Gendry?
Point to Jon for me. I don't think that's Gendry. I think that has got to be Jon. I mean, he's resurrected himself with the help of Melisandre.
Why is that significant to you?
It just feels like it plays into that theory or that role of being the prince who was promised. I mean, could be Danny too, but I mean, it feels like that's kind of on the back burner these days. It's like, when's the last time that shit was even brought up in the show?
Well, people have fucking flaming swords right now, and it's not a big deal.
No, it's no big deal.
It was supposed to be a big deal.
Yeah.
And
well, that guy who has the flaming sword, Beric Dondarrion, the way it's described, like his sword, is like kind of like a mockery of Lightbringer. It's like a trick.
The dragons know they related because they're not into their PDA. Prince that's promised Jon. What about the theory that
Bran is Night King? Yeah, we went deep on that.
Yeah,
one
we went fucking deep on that one, and the only way, and it's straightforward. Night Kings come back to kill, and actually, you fucking elaborated. No, it's all good. Don't be sorry. We talked about the theory already, Ego, and how it could be nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be straight up nuts. Dude, your fucking shell in a shell theory was fucking...
I honestly never had thought about that until we worked it out in here. And I if that turns out to be the truth,
we're throwing a party on stream. We're fucking
celebration.
We're doing...
That's crazy, man.
And the stream is just going to be me and you just in the mics. Like, dude, you said it, and then it happened, and I was like, dude.
On record.
I'm going to fucking share that video 17 times over and over. It's going to get spammed out.
And I've never, that wasn't something I read anywhere. It just, as we talked about it, just was like,
That's why it's important that these things happen, dude.
yeah, straight up.
Let's see. What? Oh, we didn't touch base on like the Lord of the Rings theory that this is all just part of Samuel Tarly's story.
That he's writing it at the end.
That
Like he's
he
some old
like
fucking
like
maester.
Bilbo, like a Bilbo Baggins.
Like a Bilbo, yeah.
There and Back Again by Bilbo Baggins.
Right.
Signed, dot, close the book, and
He's the one who wrote the Song of Fire and Ice.
he's the author of this
Yeah.
book. What do you guys fucking think about that? I mean that would be a nice little bow to wrap it up in, you know.
You just get like a final shot of old ass Sam.
Yeah.
Like in the Citadel or wherever the hell he
In
is.
fucking an igloo.
Yeah.
In
This is all that's
fucking
left.
frozen earth.
Just like a giant frozen beard.
Who are we fucking?
Pinning quill.
What are we missing any characters?
We've gone down the list, but what we haven't really done is done like a who lives, who dies checkmark list.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So,
let's do it.
Let's do the Starks, right?
Okay.
So Jon, Arya, Sansa, Bran. Who lives, who dies?
Is Bran will be the caliber in which Bran will sacrifice is its own thing.
Right.
Because that's he's on a different area code, dude. He will sort himself out with the Night King, you know?
They'll have their own battle.
His destiny is different than that of Sansa.
Yeah.
You know? He's aligned for something fucking else. Sansa will live, for sure.
Okay.
Maybe not. She's kind of becoming more and more disconnected, and we're starting to care less about her.
Yeah.
However, the North is going to need a warden.
I think Sansa lives.
Does Arya live?
I think Arya and Sansa live. I can't say the same. I think Jon and Bran are gonna die.
What happens to Jon?
I think there's a possibility of some sort of self-sacrifice. I think
Just fulfilling the prophecy he's always done. Just sign himself up for the wall type guy.
yeah. I think that he's already been to the other side. I think he's destined to return there by the end of the series. And how that happens, it could go many different ways. But I given that it's almost a sure bet that we're not going to have the fucking happy ending everyone else where Jon and Daenerys are on the Iron Throne together kissing, having
Fuck
kids.
no. This shit doesn't end like that,
people
bro.
want it to end like that. That's
no
like,
way.
Yeah, man. People are like, because the relationship between Jon and Dany is something that people freak out about. They love it, right? Especially my fiance. Like, her favorite thing about the show right now is Jon and Dany's relationship.
It's hard to get fucking real, dude.
I know.
There's shit going on here.
But a lot of people, like, believe that that's the ending they want, is for everyone to live happily ever after. I mean, that's wishful thinking, obviously, but a lot of people want Jon and Dany to end up together and rule over Westeros as king and queen. And I absolutely do not think that's going to happen. And I definitely think Jon's going to die. And I think Arya and Sansa are going to prevail.
Okay. And remain in the north.
Right. But I think
or are we going Queen Arya and King Baratheon, dude?
Bastard Baratheon
Yeah.
could be. I mean, they share this relationship, Gendry and Arya. Who knows what it actually means?
Dude,
but,
can we add another character to this live or die list?
yeah.
King's Landing.
Well, okay, so like we went through the Starks, right? Now let's cover the King's Landing people.
I don't mean the King's Landing people.
Just the whole fucking thing.
I mean the whole fucking place.
It's gotta go.
Isn't it kind of on this like fucking...
It's gotta go.
They're bombing themselves and shit.
Yeah.
Dude, the high sparrow.
The Sparrow death
the,
scene
the trial.
where she takes him out.
Maybe the sickest fucking...
I lost my mind when that
I
happened.
lost my mind.
I couldn't
and you
handle
know what?
that,
I
dude.
always watch the episodes at home, and I went to a buddy's house to watch that episode. And he had people over, and we
Yeah.
were all just like, "What the fuck?"
That's absolutely one of the most hypest moments on that show.
It's so hype.
In the music, the fucking organ in the
oh,
background.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
just everything leading up to it, the candle burning down. It was so sick. Dude.
Oh man,
So sick.
You kind of and you figured it out because it didn't let you know that it was gonna
dude.
go down. You were
I
kinda
had just chills the
just
whole time.
before the candle's done. You're like,
Yeah.
like the green shit. What's it called?
Dragon fire.
Yeah.
Or yeah, Dragonfire.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good.
So heavy.
But yeah,
You know, it was another great scene when Tyrion suits up for war and goes and fights outside King's Landing with the suit of armor.
And he's just getting fucking knocked around.
I love him.
I love it.
Tyrion's
great.
Tyrion's a great character. You know, I'm trying to think of like which characters I don't like now. There's no emotional connection to the Mountain. The Mountain's got to die, right? He's not even like a.
He's not even a human anymore.
Yeah, he's not even like a
White
thing.
Walker himself.
How was that fun? How was that? He is legend. Yeah, dude. Tyrion Lannister is a fucking. He's a legend.
Yeah.
You know, it's so.
In every sense.
It's crazy to think that the Lannister name is already diminished.
Yeah.
Jaime has renounced himself as a Lannister. Tyrion.
Jaime and Cersei, who lives, who dies? They both dead?
Oh, they both have to die.
You think so?
They both. I like my theory. I like the faceless Jaime theory.
Fuck.
I like that.
That's
but,
a wild one.
But I don't know how the fuck she's gonna have to put. You know, like I don't. What about the faceless man, dude? Is he gonna be tied back into this, or is that just kind of a?
I think he's gone. I think that's the last.
Is anything happening in Essos? Like, is Essos?
So that's something that never we really saw like any completion of plot was like the stuff that Dany went through early on. That like the House of Warlocks and shit.
Forgot to bring something up.
What you got?
There's this scene where Samwell Tarly is being a maester, or maester.
Yeah.
And that sacrificing himself. Jaime will die in Winterfell
For one of the Starks.
for one of the
redemption.
Starks, for Arya.
For Arya or Sansa.
And Arya will cross him off the list. Well, no. Well, okay. Oh, Brienne,
Yes.
dude, what's up with?
Brienne's the best, and her
You
relationship.
love
with-
Brienne.
I straight up love Brienne. I won't lie about that. And her relationship with Jaime, I think, is like one of the best relationships in the story, especially in the books. There's a love there for sure, and it's way more prominent in the books than it is in the show.
I like how much they love each other, like how much they respect each other.
Yeah, a lot of
fighting
respect.
ability.
There's a lot. I just really like enjoy their relationship,
Right.
or lack thereof, because they don't have one. But there's a lot of great moments in the book where you really like feel you can, especially the way Martin writes, you can feel this tension between them that's like really palpable, and it's beyond just like romantic. It's like they have this like shared connection where they both exist like on the same level. It's a great relationship, and I wish the show explored it a bit more, but they'll meet up again for sure in the show.
What were we talking about? The chandelier inside the library in which Sam is being a maester is that orb band thing that's in the credits.
Right. Yeah.
That is said to kind of clue into this whole might just be a story of Sam's.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, it could be.
You know? Because it's all like is signs of the library, the chandelier. I don't know. Something to think about. Just maybe some little thing. Who are we talking about? So Jaime is dying up north. Yeah, actually, at the same time, I don't see a reason Jaime going back down south. I feel like that goodbye was sufficient.
I do feel like he'll have another interaction with Cersei, though.
Dude, does Cersei go north? That'd be weird to see that bitch in the snow.
Why would she, though?
Yeah.
Like, there's not. I can't see her wanting to leave King's Landing.
I can't see
She's
King's
safe there.
Landing surviving this series.
It's gonna die for sure. That whole city's fucked, and I don't know how. Maybe
the fucking dragon. I think that the fucking dude rides down there.
The White Walker goes there.
The White Walker. Because what's to happen to the Iron Company?
So you're saying that White Walker knows that the Golden Company's down there.
Well, there's a lot of things that we're not talking about. Like, Cersei does have an army. Why? Why is it significant that they don't have elephants?
Right.
You know, there's like details. We can't mark it off as just fucking
nothing.
Yeah, it's nothing. Like there's a story developing there. There's a pregnancy that we're not addressing. There's
like where
ill
does
supplied army.
Euron Greyjoy, what is he gonna end up?
Yeah, what's he getting all creepy with her all about? What's up? Gold Company, excuse me, Dre. Thank you. Yeah, what's Theon's returning back north with the Greyjoy. No, with
Theon wants to go fight with the Starks, and
because he owes it to them.
Yeah, and
Theon will die.
He was raised as a Stark, right?
Yes. Theon will die.
I think so.
He's like already dead.
He's fucking dead, dude.
Yeah, he's like already.
Speaking of walking shells, he got one right there.
Yeah, he is en route to die, and we all kind of fucking know it.
Yeah.
Right? You guys agree?
That's for sure.
Yeah, Theon is en route to die. Then what's the significance for his sister? What's her role in this?
Maybe
to fight the Gold Company.
Right.
She'll fight the Gold Company, leaving Cersei and die.
Well, I don't know how much of the Greyjoys are
Don't forget about Theon and his sister, perhaps. Yeah.
We're getting into it.
Yeah, we just...
So, like, Theon is going to head back to the north. He wants to fight with the Starks.
Which he will, and he'll fucking die.
And he will.
He'll die, like...
Straight, like, death.
And say something along the lines of... And I'm trying to think back, run inventory. How bad did he fuck it up? Like his...
So he, Theon's history is that, he's Greyjoy. The Greyjoys started a rebellion. I think probably like 18 years before this story. The Starks and the Baratheons put a fucking stop to it. They sailed to the Iron Islands where the Greyjoys are, and they're like, fucking buckle up, boys, because you're, stop this rebellion. And as penance for that, Ned Stark took Theon Greyjoy, who was
as hostage, right?
Yeah, as hostage, as his ward, because he would have been the heir to the Iron, or not the Iron Throne, but the whatever they call the throne in fucking Greyjoy land.
Castle Rock.
Yeah.
Is that where?
No, Castle Rock is the Lannisters.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. That's like where they originated from, right?
It's their home base.
Okay.
The Greyjoys are from the Iron Islands, and they have their own, like, they had their own king. But as of this story, they are part of.
Maybe it'd be cool if we pull up a fucking map of Westeros.
Yeah, pull up a map. But yeah, so Theon was riding with the Starks. He was raised by the Starks. He loved the Starks. But during the War for the Throne, the War of the Five Kings, where Renly was fucking popping off before he got taken out, he went back to the Iron Islands, and his father convinced him that now was the time for the Greyjoys to essentially take the throne for themselves. And so he invaded Westeros with his Greyjoys in what would eventually be a failed attempt to take any sort of throne. But essentially, he betrayed the Starks by reconvening with his family. And that's where he ends up getting taken by fucking the Boltons, and being, we all know what happens.
The Bolton fucking flag is
the flayed man. Gnarly.
So gnarly.
Yeah.
There's a name for it, the flayed man.
Yeah, the flayed man. It's the banner is
a fucking flayed dude upside down.
Flayed dude upside down in an X pose.
Yeah.
It's super gnarly. The Boltons are. I'm so glad that they got their justice done, because they were.
Oh.
What the? That's the literal flayed man.
Jeez, dude.
There you go. That's it right there. Yeah, that's
so gnarly.
The Boltons are insane.
Flayed man, dog. Let's find a good map. One that we can
That's not bad.
It's good enough?
Yeah.
It's gonna work?
Does it have the Iron Islands on it? I can't tell from here. I don't see it. Oh.
Right here.
Oh, yeah. Okay, there.
Okay. So what do we got? But what time does this take place?
Oh, the Greyjoy Rebellion?
No. I'm just trying to. I'm running an inventory of this map real quick.
Right.
Can we zoom in? Zoom in. I don't know. We need a big ass map, dude.
Yeah.
I want a fucking banger map.
Some of these are really well done. People love this shit. I get so into it. I get into it too, though.
I get it.
There you go. That's like Google Maps fucking Westeros.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Look at the maps and shit. It's fucking highway fucking 54. So what do we got?
The lands of always winter. That's the far.
Where is? I'm trying to figure out where. The spot where the car Starks, where we found that boy, is just right here to what I had thought. I think it's Last Hearth is where they
It could be Last Hearth or it could be Carhold over there. You see it to the right. Could be that too.
Okay. Yeah, I think I saw a theory today that it was right.
They're up there.
Yeah. So let's see what we got. We have Winterfell right here. So maybe they took the road and we're heading down this way. I'm trying to think of where the White Walkers could be.
I doubt that they're sticking to the King's Road. They're probably
they probably don't take
they
probably don't take roads, man. Nah, my question is why not take refuge in the Iron Islands? Obviously
that's what Theon's sister says.
It was Last Hearth. Okay.
So that's what Theon's sister says, remember? In that last episode.
She says I'm going to take back the Iron Islands because where are people going to go? Where can the dead not go? Right. Because they can't. Credits. Oh, word. I'm listening to you, brother.
Yeah. So I mean, can the dead cross the ocean? Probably not.
No, they fucking stopped in Hardhome.
Right.
They got to the water. And where the fuck's King's Landing?
It's down right above Dorne. It's not that. Where is
it? Where the fuck? Oh, it's right here.
There you go.
Okay, it's right here.
Hovering it.
Okay. Yeah. Fuck.
So
the lands of always winter. That's what that shit's called.
Yeah. So do you know
okay,
the character in the book that is not in the show? Victorian Greyjoy?
No.
I really wish they would have had him in the show.
Our business math teachers, I don't know, dude. I fucking forget.
Was he a Game of Thrones fan?
I don't know. That's so random. That was 10 years ago. I don't know, dude. I don't know. Okay, sorry. Keep going, brother.
Oh, well, I was just going to mention fucking Victorian Greyjoy, right? He's the brother of Euron Greyjoy. And he's a complete badass in the book. And will, in the books at least, play a major role in the future wars to come. Because there's, as you know, there's a lot in the books that is not in the show, especially in the last book.
Even after the Great War?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
So, like, Victorian had he's known for sailing around the world and, like, getting into all kinds of weird stuff, right? He wasn't really present on the Iron Islands with the other Greyjoys. So, he has there's a lot of mystery about him.
This isn't the uncle?
No. So, well, he is an uncle to Theon, because Euron is an uncle as well, but he's a brother to Euron.
Oh, I'm talking about Euron.
Oh yeah. So Euron.
But you're not talking about Euron.
No.
Right now.
So in the books, there's Euron and then there's Victorian, and Victorian is not in the show. Only Euron is.
Okay.
And Euron obviously is the guy who in the show is hanging out with Cersei, trying to bang Cersei and make a baby.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a prince in your belly.
Exactly. Fucking creeper.
Sickest pickup line ever.
Oh my god. But anyway, Victorian in the books is sailing around the world with this fucking crew of like miscreants, right? And sailing through, I think it's that area, of Valyria.
Okay.
Where they went through it in the show. I think Tyrion went through it as he did in the books. And Valyria is the city that was destroyed by this like unknown cause.
Okay.
They call it the Doom of Valyria, and no one really knows what happened to it. but it was like this beautiful, majestic place, and some fucked up shit happened. Everyone died, and now it's like this abandoned city.
Wait, is that where they get the grayscale?
Yeah, the grayscale's from there.
Okay, for sure. No, they show that place.
Yeah. So in the book, Victarion had gone, and they don't really show him go or describe him going there, but it's in tone. They let the reader know that he went there and found this giant horn, like a horn you blow in, in the ruins of Valyria. That when you blow into it, it gives you the power to control dragons. And he blows it in talks. It's called Dragon Binder, and it's described as like when you exactly that. When you blow it, you bind dragons to your will. So in the book, it hasn't happened yet, but should Martin actually get the fucking next books out, there's a big possibility that Victarion's gonna show up to wherever Daenerys is with her dragons and blow the horn and control her dragons. Will it work? I don't know.
Are they gonna do another show after this, you think?
They are confirmed doing another Game of Thrones show, but it's not a sequel. It's going to take place in a period before all of this happened, and I think even before the Long Night.
Fuck! Do you mean that there's a possibility that questions won't be answered by the end of this season, so that they can better craft the show?
Well, it's a prequel.
Because you know what they're gonna fucking leave out is all the fucking questions with Bran.
They very well could be. Cause
that would be some straight baby back baloney.
This new show is gonna. It's about the Age of Heroes, which is like
the First Men.
It's where all like the stories of
Bran the Builder,
all that shit.
The Night's King, who is the Lord Commander of the Night's Watch, who the Corpse Bride theory brought in a fucking. You're gonna learn about the wildling who made sacrifices to the first White Walker,
right?
Because we got to see what's up with that. There's that we haven't touched base on it. I wish I was more educated in the topic. Fuck, but there's a wildling who is sacrificing his sons to the White Walker.
That's what Craster's Keep.
Yeah.
He was dropping those babies out for the White Walkers.
Okay, so you're familiar. Can you educate me on the topic?
Well, I don't know how deep it goes, and like I'm not as knowledgeable.
Well, they try to say that maybe because Craster is dead and he's not getting more babies.
Right.
Is it?
Well, I mean, one would think that the White Walker,
is coming back down for more babies.
Well, maybe. I mean, he clearly wanted to build his army up, right?
Yeah.
So, but why? I mean, why? Why does he want babies anyway? Like, why?
Because he needed, I don't know,
soldiers.
Why is there a hierarchy level? Like, who are the 4 fucking horsemen?
Yeah.
Like, what is that hierarchy level? Are those the first White Walkers? Are those the first 3?
I don't know, man. It's like.
And what's the Stark's bloodline connection to the White Walkers?
As shown, like, given what we've talked about this for like almost 2 hours straight now. Yeah. There's so much that we don't know. Yeah. And to think that they're going to potentially reveal most of that within the next 5 episodes, because there's only 6 episodes of this final season.
Well, yeah, but
some of them are long, but
they're long, and you could squeeze out.
Back to back, just like reveal. Here's who. Here's why.
Well, what do you think's not going to get revealed?
Well, in terms of like some of the theories we discussed, some of them might not even be a thing. In terms of like wrapping up the story, I mean, the major plot points that they need to wrap up or should wrap up are
resolution for the Great War.
Exactly. Like who comes out on top, who survives, who's on the throne, who's ruling over everyone. Maybe no one's ruling over everyone. And what is Bran's connection with the Night King? And that's that's it.
Can you do Bran's connection in an episode?
You can do it in fucking 15 minutes for all I care. I just want to know.
You shut up right now. That's a fucking hour and a half long.
Yeah.
6 Cents M. Night fucking Shyamalan twist, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, to me, Bran is the biggest mystery right now. And where that ends up, I have no idea.
That's my favorite. That's all I really care about right now. Everybody else, I'm just kind of like, I don't know. I've said goodbye. I feel like enough has happened. I'd like to see like, I'm trying to think who hasn't gotten redemption yet. Like, all the Starks are back together.
Yeah.
I'd like to see Theon reunited. I like that hug. I like that hug shit.
And think about the people that we want to die that are probably not going to die.
Like who?
Like, I don't know how Euron's going to end up dead. Maybe
Cersei smoked. Euron will.
You think Cersei's going to turn on Euron? Have him head smashed?
Euron will abandon post and go to Essos.
Just kick rocks
or some shit. And dude, does this story even put, Bravos in danger? Like, it's on another fucking map.
Yeah, it's on a whole other world. I don't know, man. I mean, there's, I think, potential for a lot of ends to not necessarily end up still loose, but ones that we don't necessarily want to be tied in the way we want them to.
Yeah.
Like, there's going to be characters that we really want to be dusted and make it out,
Euron, but it's really just Euron. I mean, there's no one left that's like a straight up piece of garbage that I can't stand anymore. Cersei's gonna die. Her character's starving. Every shot of her, she's with like 2 people.
Yeah.
And it's like she's
I wouldn't mind seeing her Hand of the Queen get kicked out of the mortal plane.
Who is
Maester? He was a Maester, but he was like kicked out because he's the guy that turned the mountain into Zombie Mountain. I think what the fuck is his name?
Is it the High Sparrow? No, he's dead. White Walkers build boats. Nah. No, I don't know if that's happening. Yeah, I don't know. Dude, how about we hit that Be Right Back screen and try this NHL 19 out?
Yeah, I'm down.
You down for that?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, yo. We will fucking be right motherfucking back. Oh, and how good was that jump scare at the end of it? The kid screamed.
Oh, it got me.
That fucking got me. Yeah, good call, Ego. That shit got me. All right, I just got to get the motherfucking controllers. I'll be right back.
BRB.
Você usa uma delas como brinco. Por entre flores e estrelas.
Here, we'll use the Convo screen real quick to check the cams. Oh, you're all hooked up. It's like we're sitting pretty.
Yeah.
All right. Are you gonna beat me this time?
Oh yeah, I was 0 for 3 last time, wasn't I?
Yeah. After all your I'm a professional hockey fan shit.
Dude, I gotta speak on that because I feel like Austin was giving me shit when he was on about me being like some fair weather fan or something.
Wait, what? No, you go ahead and Austin. Wait, was Austin after your thing?
Yeah, he came like a few days after.
And you
I did.
watched it?
I was in the chat a little bit.
Oh yeah,
and,
that's right. He was talking shit.
I think he cause like.
Yo, Ego, thanks for stopping by, man. I appreciate you.
I got really into hockey like after me and him started like, because there was a long period of time where we didn't hang out very often.
Okay.
And I got really into hockey then.
Okay.
And I think that he believes that I was like a fucking bandwagoner, which I kind of am. But
dude, whatever.
But it's way beyond that. Like I'm fucking deep on hockey, dude.
Yeah, it's
I'm,
okay.
Like, I watch it.
Dude, you really feel like you gotta explain yourself right now.
Well,
You're
I felt
good.
like he was attacking my.
Really?
Not really. I'm just fucking.
Wait, I have not played. Stu.
I am new to sports gaming.
No, dude, I know you. I know you really like hockey.
No, I know.
You don't have to feel
I'm not gonna.
all your
need to
loyal
explain it
fans
to
know
you.
that you really like hockey.
Yeah.
It's okay.
But
Don't worry about Austin.
Austin's a good dude. I like I said, I blew it this weekend. I didn't make it over to his tiki party.
I know what happened, dude.
Too much stuff to do. I got a wedding to plan, man.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's okay.
Hands.
You got life.
Yeah. But
Oh, here we go.
I'll be at the
So
next
we're
one.
gonna go right here.
Who's your favorite team? You going? Yeah.
Oh, I'm Kings fan. I feel like it's appropriate. Oh, don't love video game sports game. I actually do like FIFA's jams. FIFA's got good jams, but sports game music tends to. No, let's not do that. Let's not.
Get my headphones on.
Oh yeah.
I didn't even hear what you're hearing. I turn music off when I play this.
Yeah, I'm trying to get to that right now.
We got some. What is this? Fall Out Boy?
Yeah.
Is that
No,
it?
this is the new. This is Panic at the Disco. This is what it sounds like,
Oh, okay.
which isn't my favorite.
No.
But we're going to audio.
Yeah, there you go. See ya.
Still
menu
going.
music type. Maybe change that to.
Maybe once I back out of this.
Yeah. There you go.
Boom.
See ya.
Yeah. See ya. Oh yeah.
So, playoffs are on right now.
Really?
NHL playoffs.
Are you watching the shit out of it?
I have been.
Except for not right now.
Oh yeah, not right now, of course.
What should I expect out of? Dude, how are the Kings still good in this game? They're not good, right?
They had a really awful year this year.
Okay.
They finished near the bottom of the standings. I think they finished second to last.
What's your favorite team?
Well, by proxy, the Kings are the reason why I got into hockey because
Okay.
I started watching.
Oh, when they were winning.
Exactly.
Okay.
Like,
yeah, it's fun.
My fiance was really into hockey, still is, but I actually kind of stole her thunder on that. But we started dating in
Oh, wow.
2014.
That helmet's a V.
Oh, yeah, dude, because it's Vegas.
Yeah, I
I
got
get
it.
a
I'm a
V.
graphic designer. I like shit like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice work.
A lot of NHL logos have really cool shit.
Yeah.
Like that.
Isn't Seattle getting one? The
Seattle is yeah.
The Kraken.
The Seattle. Well, that's the rumor, but it's pretty much confirmed that
That's fucking rad.
Yeah.
Are you? Do you like the fucking Chicago? Dude, you know what we didn't get to talk about last time?
What's up?
Tattoo regret.
Oh, okay.
You said that you got tattoos that you're not super amped on.
Most of them I'm not very amped.
Really?
Well, like so I got all my tattoos. I have
How
a
about
full,
this when I was 17, dude?
I remember. Yeah.
How
that's-
bad is that?
I think you had pants on last time, but you were just describing it to me. But I remember like seeing
So bad.
how hyped you were when you originally got that, because you posted it somewhere or some shit. Or
On
someone,
like a flip phone
yeah,
picture.
yeah.
I'm an idiot. You should have been
Grainy.
like, you should have been like, dude,
Crusty.
go fucking fix that, dude. What are you doing?
I didn't know you well enough to say anything like that, but I might have, dude, if I was your friend back then.
Yeah.
I might have directed you right back to where you came from.
Yeah, I went 10 years with that thing. I think I'm gonna have do it hurts to get tattooed right there too.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna have Jacob do something neat with it.
Yeah.
He's pretty good. He's coming on.
Yeah, man.
He's
For
coming
real.
on in May.
He's coming on.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I thought you meant like how good he's been. Yeah, that's awesome.
Who should I be? Sorry, am I just talking a lot?
Fucking randomize it. Doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, I'll do random 1, 2, 3.
There you go.
Nope. The Philly Flyers.
It's
the same.
We'll Philly Flyers versus
Oh,
Philly Flyers.
you're the
no,
Philly.
do it.
I was
do
like,
it.
our
It's fine.
teams are the same.
We'll be even.
I'll be New York.
All right, there you
Cool.
go. Tattoo regret. Yeah, that's
But I like my other ones. Here's my half sleeve. I like the way it turned out.
Yeah, that one's the elephant is sick. I love that.
Oh really?
Yeah, I love elephants.
Oh,
I'm like
so do
Cersei.
I.
Cersei loves elephants. I love elephants.
Cersei,
So do you.
yeah, Cersei loves elephants
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
I'm all about it. I would get an elephant. I don't know, like how, like what the design would be, but elephants are fucking tight.
I don't want to see these fucking guys.
Um,
I'm so stoked to play NHL fucking 2019. I usually play not 2019.
yeah, I think you have 18 is what we played last time.
Oh, I'm blue. Okay.
Yeah, you are in the blue unis.
Ice is huge. This game looks the same, dude.
Yeah, they don't change much.
Oh, you want to win.
I've been fucking. I had to go home and practice after.
Did you?
No, I should have, but Oh man, here it goes. Yep. Oh my god, already off to the worst start. All right, hold on to it. Oh, why do I have Elliot in net? That's
No, dude, let me play against him for fucking 20 minutes.
All right.
at least. No, not you, dude. Every time I play NHL, Stanch Carrot has got radar on my game. He goes, hey, come on, let's play. Everyone.
Oh, 2v1
what?
me? Oh, this guy wants to go.
Yeah, we just got 2019, dude. I don't even know how this works yet. But I'm down to get a game in.
Sure.
He's got great stick position.
You're not in rush, are you?
No.
Okay, because I got fucking hockey to play.
Let's do it.
Philadelphia's power play unit.
Yeah, there are playoff games on tonight, but they can fucking wait.
Yeah, DVR that shit, dude. It's not Game of Thrones or something. Oh!
Blocked away. Passing one off now to Van
I'm on the
Riemsdyk.
power play. I need to do something here.
Stanch Carrot loves taking advantage of how hard it is to have a local teammate and just comes onto my stream and beats the shit out of me and my friends every time.
Right near the line. Can he
Oh,
keep it
you
going?
idiot.
Does he play? Do you play Hut? Stanch Carrot? Are you a Hut fanatic, or do you just play online versus?
Deflected off the blocker. Pass attempt to Couturier.
Because I was super into Hut for a very long time, but
Center ice.
18, 19, I just couldn't get into it. When they introduced Synergy, well, like, so how Hut used to work is you just had to have every player be of the same team, and you could, like, change team by getting consumables. It's a fucking whole thing to get into, I know. But,
RPG?
it's, well, now it's kind of more RPG-like in that, like, Hut cards, so, you know, like FIFA Ultimate Team,
Yeah.
the same thing for hockey. And cards have, like, synergies that do different things, and you can match synergies to, like, get a better team of sorts. And I just could never get into it. I didn't like that synergy aspect.
Blue Jackets up 3-0 against Lightning. Let go.
A minor for tripping.
Oh.
No, I'm more online franchise. Yeah, I feel that. Hut, you gotta, like, spend a bunch of money, too, to play Hut successfully.
Dude, you know what? Ever since I started streaming, dude, everybody generally loves fucking NHL. Like, every time I play it, everybody's like, play me. God damn it, everybody's playing.
You got a host from Stanch.
Yo, Stanch with the hosties. Thanks, brother.
But yeah, Stanch is bringing up the fact that Columbus Blue Jackets are up 3-0 in their series against Tampa, which...
Well, he's from Ohio.
Oh, okay.
So he's
a
fucking
Columbus
amped.
fan. Yeah, that's something to be proud of, man. I can't believe... I've watched all 3 games of that series, and I just couldn't believe what I was seeing. Columbus is just outplaying Tampa, which... Who would have thought that? Here we go, breakaway.
You gonna fuck it up?
Yep.
Oh, whoa, brother.
I didn't even mean to do that. It just happened.
Damn, bro, what happened?
So
Very
he
good to watch
played
it. It was
well in
good to
this
see.
period, and finally a goal.
I was hoping, Doc, that we were going to get that first one.
But yeah, the playoffs have been great so far. Really enjoying them. I wish, always, of course, the Kings were there, but they don't deserve to be there with the fucking way they played this year.
Even when the puck's on your
Oh,
stick,
you
better know
idiot.
where everybody is on the ice.
Steps in from the neutral
Oh, brother.
So is that you just have that one tattoo that you're not into?
No, my other tattoos I like, actually. I have like a tattoo. I have a tattoo of scissors, like right on my chest. It says "Take care." But
Is that a reference to something?
yeah, just cutting negative shit out of your life. I used
Right.
to do a lot of drugs and stuff.
Right.
Just
respect that.
trying to cut the shit out of your life, no matter how bad it sucks. You gotta do what's right for you. Take
Yeah.
care of yourself. Yeah, I like it. I'm pretty like.
pass cut.
In theory, it's dramatic, but I'm kind of dramatic, so I don't mind it so much. And then I have
The Flyers
show you.
waiting back in their own end.
When's the last time you got a tattoo?
not in a
It's been
while. I'm kind of like, I feel good. There's not like a part of me that's like, man, I could use some tattoos. I'd love to get my leg covered up for sure.
Yeah.
But that's it.
Right
Other
into
than
the
that,
defense. He's lost it.
Was there ever a time where you were like all about it and just wanted it completely sleeved? Covered?
kind of, but like my dad has always treated me differently about tattoos and just like didn't the whole
Not on board.
yeah, just the whole like unconditional love thing seemed to be at test whenever
Right.
tattoos were in question.
I feel that.
So-
I've always gotten shit for it as well. Maybe not as much as you, as it sounds like, but
setting things up.
speaking of Jacob, Jacob has been in the process of tattooing my younger sister, who's 19 now. Or no, sorry, she's 18. She's turning
Okay.
19 this year.
Do you ever try and hit her with some knowledge? Like, wait, think about what you're gonna do before you get
I'm
it.
trying to, man, because she's on that train that I was on, where it's like
She
nonstop.
probably
Anytime-
thinks it's sick because you fucking did it.
I know. Because I got all of my tattoos in between the age of 18 and 23.
Oh,
And I'm-
so you probably got some. What's the one you got? That's.
Activities are forthcoming, but the players get a breather. The Flyers have the only goal.
There you go. A little couple quick stats for you. What's like the dumbest? Like, do you have a tattoo where you're like
I have a couple.
that you thought it was gonna be sick?
So sick
As the
and
teams
turned out
are in the
garbage.
locker rooms.
So I have two, both right next to each other on my right arm, and I'll show them to you in a sec.
On a sleeve.
No, my right arm is not sleeved. My left arm is, but my right arm I just have a few things. And on my right arm, right above my wrist, I have on the top of my arm I have it's supposed to be a wizard's hat, and I got it in
Now it's directed to Patrick.
Jacob and Sean's kitchen when they lived together. By one of my friends who just started tattooing. And I was like, she's like, what do you want to do? And I was like, I don't know, maybe a wizard hat. And I was thinking kind of like the wizard hat from
Philadelphia
Mickey
starting back
Mouse,
in the
like the one he
defensive
wears.
Fantasia.
Yeah, Fantasia hat. So I was like, give me like a wizard hat, like the one from
Nice work
From
with the stick.
Mickey
Hooked
Mouse.
it right away.
or Fantasia or whatever.
That play's
And
offside,
Let me
and
see
so
it.
back to center ice for the face.
it turned out to look like the sorting hat from Harry Potter.
Oh.
And it's straight, like, wouldn't you think that's the sorting hat if you just looked at it for a second?
Yeah, kind of, dude. I just know what it is because it's so undone.
Yeah, it's just fucking lines.
This is my chest. Oh, is that a cupcake?
Oh yeah, so that's the other one I was gonna get into.
See, this is.
So this is the other one. I feel bad about, like, what do you got? Okay, take care. That's sick. I like
And
that.
then this it says
The
you
locket.
you bring the heart, I'll bring the beat because grew up playing the drums.
Right.
So that's it. I just hate my fucking leg.
It's just the one.
Everything else is like whatever. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I can get this covered up. It's just like it'd be good.
Yeah.
Are you gonna get shit covered up and be good?
I'm definitely gonna get that wizard hat covered up eventually. And the one that I have on the inside
Yeah, what is that?
is this cupcake. How do I fucking? I don't even know. what
Cupcake
angle.
with suckers.
Yeah. I can't get the angle right on this camera, but it's a cupcake, and the colors on it are super wacky. And the only thing that, like, I feel bad about saying I don't like about it is, I got it with one of my very close friends, Sean. You know Sean
Yeah.
McGuire, and he got the same exact tattoo, and it has our initials. It was like our friendship tattoo,
Oh, cool.
which I'm always about. Like, I love that shit. It's heartwarming.
And you love him.
Yeah, he's one of my best friends. I just fucking hate the tattoo now, and he got it on the back of his neck, and I'm like, I didn't say anything at the time. I was like, yeah, dude, let's do this. And now I feel like if I ever get this one covered up or changed,
He'll be bummed.
he'd be so bummed, dude.
Well, what if he ever watches this and he's like,
Just a hair under
motherfucker
4
wants to get
minutes
that
have
shit covered?
transpired.
I
And in
guarantee you
theory,
he's not watching
the
it right now.
Flyers lead
I don't
1-0.
even think he fucking...
Do you guys still kick it?
Now what will they do
Yeah,
with it?
not as much because we both have very busy lives.
Just 'cause life.
Yeah, just 'cause life.
Nice
But
work by Faust.
Sean, if you're out there, love you, bud.
He's out there.
Let's get this. Let's get these tattoos fixed one day. But yeah, but those are the only two that I'm like actually bummed about, kind of. And they're both right next to each other, so I just don't look at that part of my arm.
Chop off your fucking arm.
Yeah. But yeah, everything else, like my whole left arm is sleeved almost completely. I just have one space, and I love all the colors. I love all the work done on it, and I'm happy with that.
Cool. Yeah, having your sleeve having a good sleeve is important.
Yeah. I actually have my favorite tattoo is part of the sleeve. I'll show it to you when we get a break, but it's the only one of my tattoos besides the fucking sorting hat. It's not a sorting hat. It's like kind of nerdy. I got a Super Nintendo controller on my wrist.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and
It's
it's
kind of tight though, but you love video games.
yeah, I'm about it. And I wanted to get a Super Nintendo controller, and the artist who did it was a guy in Gardena at Liberty Tattoo.
Yeah.
You know that place?
Danny Cups.
Danny Cups. Well, he's the fucking piercer from there. But he didn't tattoo. But I got tattooed by a guy named Damien there.
Yeah.
He did this. The Super Nintendo controller.
Oh,
My
sick.
arm's super hairy, but
That's all good.
yeah. But you can see it has like
Yeah.
pretty dope.
That's sick, dude.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, Danny Cups. What's Danny Cups up to?
Fucking, I don't know. I don't want to know. That dude sketched me out.
Really?
Yeah. I
He's
went. He
just
came
super
to a couple.
rockabilly, bro.
He came to a couple of parties I had at my house back in the day, and I was like, "Why are you here? I don't even." This is weird.
Cause you had the party house.
I kind of did. I'm surprised you actually never made it over to.
I know you had said that last time,
Because like I would throw fucking parties all the time.
but I don't even know. So what year was this?
This was probably 2000.
How old were
like,
you?
Like 17, 18. And through like, it started when I was 17, went till I was about 20, and
Oh, whoa.
it was like late high school when I was starting to have parties at my house with like kegs and stuff. And people, all kinds of people came. You know, I don't know how people would hear about it, but it was never like close friends.
I had a
only.
girlfriend at the time. Like I got up to like 220 pounds, dude.
Really?
Yeah, bro.
Damn, man.
It was huge.
I must have not seen you. but-
No, I was a kook for a second.
How are these not going in?
Outstanding save. Difficult opportunity.
But yeah, that we did bring that up last time, and I'm still like, it kind of mystifies me how we didn't run into each other more, because it seems like we traveled a lot in the same circles.
I don't
and-
even know. I'm trying to think about like.
Good that time. Doesn't get the shot off.
Sorry.
Mark Stahl
I'm trying to
staring
think
it back
about
in his own end, hoping
Get
how we
laid out,
would
but-
have
What a hit.
touched base.
Because we did run into each other at parties and stuff.
Yeah.
And I would see you every now and then, and I knew who
Yeah,
you were. and-
as I got towards like 21, I started like doing stuff. Well, I broke up with that chick when I was like 19, lost all the weight, started like having friends again. But how I was into like that, like the Costa crowd was I sang for Anacrusis.
Right, which became Fallen Figure later on.
Yeah,
Zibanejad's
which
going
is
to the
great.
box, and
And
the
you kind of
Flyers
knew, you know, my high
Flyers
school
get another
girlfriend,
power
I
play
think,
chance
knew
here.
a lot of your
They've had
friends
some
also.
effectiveness on
Who's
their
your high
power
school
play. They
girlfriend?
traded away
Shannon
Mark.
Tanton.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because I hung out with like Nikki Price.
Yeah, and
Tina
you,
Persky.
did you know like Cody Moyer?
Yeah,
He's a El Segundo Westchester crew. Right?
yeah. But I met him after the fact.
Yeah. So he was a close friend, a family friend of Shannon's, so I knew him through that. But anyway, like I just knew a lot of people by proxy, and
How is Shannon these days? Do you know?
I don't know, man. I haven't talked to her in a very long time. We broke up when she went to college, and she was a year older than me.
So
There you go. That's all I gotta say on that.
that's so random.
I know.
And she was a year older than me, so fuck her, bro.
I mean,
Rangers
yeah.
penalty kill is done. They've been
I mean, all my
really
friends are older than me.
pasted in from the neutral zone.
I was
Really?
always the young one.
Well, Austin's in your grade.
Austin and me are in the same grade.
Sean is
They're all in the same grade as you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Man rush 2-on-1.
Your class of 2008, right?
Again by
Yeah.
Couturier.
Yeah, I'm 2009.
Nice hit.
Yeah, it's sick. I have a little brother that's your grade.
Oh, okay. But not Costa.
No. My mom went to Costa.
Snaps one.
Oh.
Hey,
Everyone's mom went to
saves
Costa,
at
man.
the horn.
Really?
This is how it
Cougars
is.
are in the
Did you know
books
that?
here.
Damn,
And the
bro.
books could very
My
well
dad
have
didn't go to
some
Costa, though.
perspiration
No,
to
everyone's
these
dad
folks
went
by
to
now because
Redondo
these
or
teams
El
have
Segundo,
worked
and
pretty
everyone's
hard.
mom went to
But
Costa.
still, a third period.
So my
is
dad went to
ahead.
like fucking
We take a
some
look at the shots on
Maryland
goal through
shit,
two
dude.
Oh,
periods.
really?
Yeah, he's not from
15
here.
for
An
the
out of towner.
Rangers
Yeah, he's
and
East Coast,
13
like
for the
Italian dude.
Flyers.
That's pretty tough.
No,
Elliott's
all?
working
No,
on
it's
a
chill.
masterpiece.
but it's not
And
like
here's an
it's kind of a
example
weird vibe
as
having
we
like
go
a
to
hippie
break.
mom from Manhattan Beach, having like a fucking suit and tie dad from the
We
East
are
Coast.
entering the third
Oh,
period.
I
Based
meant
on
like
the
tough
first
as in
two,
like,
what
is your
are
dad
you
like a fucking
expecting
bruiser?
to happen?
Like a heavy
New York's
East
gotten
Coast?
themselves into some
Not
penalty
really.
trouble, Doug,
I
but
mean,
it
he
hasn't hurt him
whoop
to this
ass.
point.
It's like
Outstanding work,
Tri-City
shorthanded.
Interesting
wrestler,
action in the first two periods. I wonder
kind of a
what
jock
we'll get
dude.
as this third period has begun.
and but super fucking friendly and big heart, and he's
There's a
awesome as
phrase in
fuck.
hockey, hit
He's
or
so
be
sick.
hit. That's exactly what happened.
He's awesome. My mom's like a fucking raised me on the secret,
Yeah,
you know,
the power of
the power of
thought.
the universe and
Right.
like positive energies and shit.
Did you ever get into shit like jiu-jitsu or any of that stuff?
Dude, I
yourself?
did karate for like
Karate.
3
And he
weeks
stripped
in
it.
high
It'll
school.
be a
God
penalty.
damn it.
How was it?
It was sick, dude, until this kid out of lane like just fucking banged on me every
No.
yeah, well
The
like
Rangers
I was
are
like
going
in
to
this
the box
class
for 2
and like
minutes, and the call is
with
triple.
everybody
Desperation
and
mode, all he was trying to
every
do is
time
sweep the
fucking
puck away,
I
but
had to hold
unfortunately
pads. The
caught
only
the
one who was
player's
big in this
skates.
was this kid in my grade, Adam Lane.
The Flyers get
And he
another
used to get picked on
opportunity
and
on the
shit in
power
school,
play. They
and
have
I was always
connected
cool with
once
him, but
already.
he used to take that shit out on the pads, and I had to hold them, and it was gnarly, dude.
Good clean win.
You had to get that energy out somehow, man.
It
You were
was-
there for him, though.
I was, dude. He can come on the stream, dude.
Adam Lane from karate class.
Fuck. I fuck with him, dude. He's tight. He's a good kid. I felt bad for him.
The Rangers lugged that along up the wing.
He's a big kid now, though, man. It was fucking with him now.
He's big in the karate scene.
Tremendous hit.
He just got big, general.
He's alone.
That's what some people do. That man. Some people have a fucking rough go of it in school or wherever, and they turn it into
Healthy ass,
Yeah.
ass beating.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of MMA guys are guys that
Dude,
get
how
picked
many
on,
of your
and-
guys are fucking chasing you right there? You nuts?
The Flyers power
A lot of
play is
MMA
over.
guys
They've
are,
had their problems tonight.
yeah, like
Big
George St. Pierre used to get picked on a lot.
Yeah.
Huge
Do you watch
open
MMA?
ice hit.
Do I?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah, I love that
Blue
shit.
line
I
control.
love it.
Took that risk.
Oh, come on, brother. I don't know. This game feels foreign to me. I don't.
That should
No.
You're off it, man.
The
Yeah, it feels
Rangers
different.
suffer
I gotta
with
turn
the
up the
big
game
fall.
speed. There's a couple adjustments I need to make.
Just
dude.
a little. That's all hockey's about. Just minor adjustments.
The
and it's-
Flyers
Yeah,
go
like
on
the ring
power
seems
play
big,
again. They
dude.
have connected
It could be
once
just
already.
the camera angle.
That faceoff is
No,
won.
I don't know. It's the camera angle, bro. Dude, you just launched one into my fucking.
Save.
This is a close game. All you need is one. Will it be
I'm
here?
getting that
Carries
right
it on
here.
in from center. Up to the point. Right in front.
Oh,
He
you
scores. If ever a goal is worth more than one,
Called your
this
shot.
might be it.
Took it. You're set.
I like playing video games with you, man. I wish we had like a. I wish we had like a. We have to figure out like a set thing where I have you on. Like I wish there was a thing constant enough. You know that you would come on.
Whenever. You know, like
You
Mondays.
say when it. Oh,
Mondays
dude,
work. If you want me to come on every Monday, I will.
Dude, I'm fucking down. I can't do every Monday just because there are people who want to be on, but there's definitely days where like,
The
I'm like, what the
Rangers
fuck
have
am I gonna do?
gotten this
Dre was
game
supposed to
back
be on. You
even.
came through clutch.
Third period
You
heroics
like
for
straight
them.
up
Let's see what happens
subbed in,
next.
dude.
Yeah, no,
I was so sick.
I can be the sub, like, cause the most evening, the only evening during the week where I'm like for sure busy is Tuesday nights.
Really?
Everything else I'm like open
What happened?
unless I have.
Oh.
God damn it, it's falling apart. Stanch, send me some energy, bud. I need some Stanch carrot energy right now. Give me your goals right now, man. This is a rough one. This is how I lost all 3 games last time we played.
Well, this is an unexpected turn of events.
Fucking Elliot, nowhere to be seen.
Who's Elliot?
My goalie. In real life, Brian
What
Elliott.
does that emote say with the gun?
I think it says bang.
Fucking bang, bang.
And create a scoring chance that they don't miss on.
Under 7
Beans.
minutes have been played.
Beans.
We've
I don't
got
know
a
what
leader
Beans,
in
dog.
this game
Just give you
now.
that straight.
Maybe it'll be
Beans.
That was a
tough
bean
again.
shot. But I need my own. Oh, come on, man. You can spare a little bit. Where's that emote from? Is that from an NHL streamer? I think I've seen that before.
Their PK has been strong. Philadelphia skating in their own end, trying to get to the neutral zone. Gathered up by Fox.
Dude, you know, it'd be super tight is if we started like a hockey stream
Yeah.
Not a hard hit,
and we like wore jerseys and did co-op against people.
Like open tryouts.
Yeah.
Like whoever.
Yeah, like we just like fucking drop like a code and like let people fucking just come online. We just like wear jerseys and play against random people.
I'm down. You know, they have some pretty cool online modes in this. I'm just gonna keep talking like that didn't happen. But you can like create a character, right, and play online with them. I forget what it's called. No, he's a Call of Duty. Oh, I've never seen that one. Dare Sprock.
Dr. Stish Spark.
Dr. Josh. Is that
Dr. Spark.
Dare Sprock? NHL tournament, yeah. That'd be tight. I'm
But on
fully
18,
on
not
board with that.
19. Why on 18 and not 19?
Oh, do you only have 18, Stanch?
Oh.
Is that the deal? NHL 19 is gonna be free, like in the next like 8 months probably. They always make these games free, don't they?
This shit's free. This is on EA Access.
Oh, there you go.
They're probably
I didn't
expecting
buy
an
this
attack
shit.
coming
Just
at
grab
them,
EA Access,
because now
Stanch, if you
we're
don't
in
have it.
desperation time. Takes a shot. Wonderful stop.
This was a very Philadelphia Flyers move to fucking hold the lead for 2 periods and then just to.
York's back in its own end.
I love beating my friends in video games. It's my favorite.
It looks just like a magnet. Nobody goes there. Picks it up back there.
There we go.
Steals
Nope.
it in the attacking zone.
Jesus
Defensive
Christ.
Tim with the stick.
Can someone hold on to it? Oh, I just like 18
Moving it to
more.
Fox.
Really? That's interesting.
Got the attack
I never
going
noticed
in the
much of a
zone.
difference between the two.
Terrific save there. Didn't look like he had anything to shoot at, and he made it tough.
Oh god.
Gotta think that's a game-changing save there.
Lets it go, and a save. Big takeaway. A big collision there.
I'm gonna have to pull my goalie in like 3 minutes and then.
He followed through.
Shit, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah. Oh, no wonder things have been going poorly. I haven't been changing my
Quick and
lines.
a terrific
I'm too
save.
focused. There we go.
The Flyers look to make a
All right.
difference up the
Empty
wing.
net.
He
There
loads
we
it
go.
up. Score! They're back to within one.
Remember you asked for 2v1. Yeah, I know, but I gotta get some fucking.
He's warming up.
Yeah, I gotta warm up.
We're in the warming house
As
right
much
now.
as I just want to fucking give you that 2v1 you've been fucking begging for, I gotta
Philadelphia's
fucking. I
deficit
gotta warm
is
it up.
now
I haven't even
only
had a
one,
fight in this game
and
yet.
there's time
Not that I
remaining here in
want
the
one.
It's
third
been a friendly
period to
game.
get it even.
Oh,
And that's a face-off win.
I was on my way down here. I was listening to the radio feed for the Washington Capitals Carolina Hurricanes Game 3 of their playoff series, and
Snapping a pass to Kreider.
I had to take a second in the car. When I stopped when I got here, I had to look this up, and maybe we should pop it up on screen. But do you know who Alex Ovechkin is?
Mhm.
You've heard that name, right?
Yeah, I know who it is.
Yeah, he's a superstar.
Yeah.
He has only been in a few fights in his career, and he got in a fight tonight with another Russian, a young kid, 19-year-old Russian named
We
Andrei
are into the
Svechnikov,
last minute of regulation
and they
time.
went toe to toe.
Was able to seal all the way
Ovechkin
in
knocked him
front.
out clean, fucking out on the ice.
Really?
Asleep, bro. Completely asleep.
Whoa.
It was a gnarly knockout. Svechnikov, this
Coming
kid,
up is
19,
the biggest
asleep on the
face-off
ice
of this
and
game.
doing, the
Doing the thing.
fucking where am I? the lights are on but nobody's home. You know, that whole thing.
He had a great chance, but he has just missed the net.
What do you think about fighting in hockey? Are you for it?
I think it's fucking tight.
Icing on
What do you mean?
this play.
I think it's way less dangerous than smashing each other into the boards.
Critical
Yeah.
face-off.
There's a lot of people who think it should be taken out of the game.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's,
Another face-off win.
Barbaric.
Chalk up
yeah.
one more.
I mean,
Broken right
people
out.
don't think that there's a need for it anymore.
What?
'Cause
Skilled play
the
by
origin of
Giroux.
fighting in hockey is to stand up for your teammates, protect your teammates. You know, if someone
Yeah.
throws a hit that they don't like, you got to stand up for your teammate,
Long to Kreider.
or you know, get the people going, and get your team going, fire them up.
Philadelphia's got
Yeah,
it
like an
thrown in.
enforcer, right?
Yeah.
They used to do that when the big guys would check the skinny guys.
Yeah,
They'd let them know that like, yo,
don't
man,
mess with them. You know, like Marty McSorley and Wayne Gretzky.
Yeah.
But hold on, let me score this goal right here. Talk
Oh
about call your
shit,
shots.
bro! That was sick. Dude, you called that and everything,
Yeah.
dude. All right, what were you saying, dude?
Oh, I just
Oh,
fighting.
there's
in
not a
hockey.
there's not a fight. There's not a need for that shit anymore.
I personally think there's always room for fighting in hockey, and fighting is way down, like in terms of like how often it happens. This is not a thing anymore. Like there's barely any enforcers in the league. I'm just saying, why would I ask for? Oh yeah, good point. Good
What do
point,
you
Sam.
like about fucking? What do you like about 19 or 18? That's not.
Flyers have carried this game into overtime because
What do you
of
like?
this
What do you not
scoring
like about
play.
19?
We'll be right back with OT in just a moment.
Are you comfortable in that chair, dude?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, cool.
This chair's surprisingly comfortable.
All right. You mean
like it.
surprisingly, bro?
Because last time I almost fucking busted my ass on it.
Fuck, dude. People used to.
Sudden death overtime is
Ooh.
underway.
Dude, we're
If
playing with
nobody
2
scores,
people
a
here?
shootout will be
Oh yeah,
next.
we're on 3-on-3 overtime.
Shoots. That one's deflected. Pitching this one to Giroux.
I just need one breakaway.
Swung between the blue lines by Claude
and
Giroux.
redeem myself.
He was outnumbered but not outskilled. Loose puck, there was no getting through. One into another.
Oh,
Smart
dude.
recovery by Voracek.
Wait, no. I almost pulled my goalie for some reason.
Gains the zone.
Shit.
Gathered up again by Kreider. Keeps it going up the wing. Nice stand-up poke check there. And that puck goes offside.
So many times a game will start out really
Do you like
physical
anime?
and then settle in. Not this one. These teams don't like each other, and the physicality is staying.
Not all of it. I don't like most of it. I'll say that. Why, are you into something?
I don't know. I wouldn't even know where to
They've
start,
got the
dude.
draw.
Like I don't know
The
anything about
Rangers
anime.
skated up on
I'm
Bye.
going to
the
Japan
pass
later
is
this
off
year.
the mark. What a chance that would have been.
Honeymoon or?
Yeah. For I've been there
Gathered up
before
again
actually,
by
so I'm
Kreider.
excited to go back.
Now it's
I went when I
directed
was
to Mark
a teenager, but
Let the shot go.
going for 2.5 weeks,
Snaps
traveling
the
around
wrister.
Japan.
And on top of
So
that,
sick.
another great stop.
That's fucking rad.
Amazing reflexes. He was
Are you
standing
into
in
like
the lane.
Japanese food?
Oh shit! Yeah, I love food, dude, but I'm vegetarian right
Puck
now,
is thrown
That's
to
right.
Hartman.
so just
Not
be
many options for Japanese food.
Yeah, it's a lot of fish and shit.
A lot of fish, a lot of
I
meat.
just practice vegetarian. I think the meat industry is kind of fucking, kind of mental right now.
Yeah, it's busted.
Yeah, it's just kind of busted. It's kind of a lot of animals sitting around waiting to die. A lot of fucking burning up fossil fuels. Kind of fucked up for the atmosphere. Just kind of taking a. I just should practice taking a break from it.
I feel you, man. I mean, I've struggled with that concept of like, ethical consumption under capitalism. 'Cause
Yeah.
There really isn't.
Yeah.
And,
So
and that's a big part of it.
I
Penalty coming.
but I will.
A huge
Why-
moment
what
in
did
the
I do?
game. Could it swing on
Actually,
this
I don't know.
penalty? The Rangers will
I
have
don't know.
to sit 2
Yeah,
minutes
dude.
for
Every time I think about it, I just kind of put my head down. I'm like, oh yeah, yeah, whatever. And like I just started not to put my head down, and I was just like, well, I'm just gonna take a break from it. And
The
now
Flyers this time
I'm
have 4
fine.
skaters
Yeah.
on their
It's not
power
like
play
I
unit
miss it or
against just
anything,
3
and
penalty killers.
I try to make vegan choices,
Get it on
but
the faceoff.
like I had cheese pizza yesterday. It's not the end of the world, but I just practice it. You know, that's all it is. I don't like being hardline anything, you know. Not down to starve, but I think that for everybody just like try to make a vegetarian effort, you know, not even need to go full blown, but I think
Make
like
more meals.
yeah,
plant-based,
I feel like that would even
make a difference.
make a diff.
Yeah.
But I'm not like hardline anything.
Have you found that like being able to eat throughout the day and like plan meals and shit has been difficult in any way since?
When the first week, I've only done it this month, so this is my first vegetarian month. But like again, like I don't eat meat. I have a bottle of fish oils that I need to get through, and I'm not just gonna throw them away. So I take a fish oil every day for the omega-3s, and I'm gonna switch to algae after that, which apparently has the same effect.
Right.
And that's my only tie to like animal consumption right now. I don't drink milk ever. I never drink milk because I thought it was kind of weird.
Milk's gross.
Wait, do I have to be in the zone? Yeah, milk's kind of weird, and I like almond milk enough.
Yeah.
I mean, I really, really enjoy
Fuck
it.
with almond milk heavy.
Yeah, I fucking love it. Like unsweetened, all good. Hold on, I gotta figure out. That guy's not pretty.
Strong's first for his team. He had an idea,
What?
but it didn't work.
Why'd they blow the whistle on me?
What was that?
Yeah,
You got ripped off.
Yeah, right? I don't really know. I've never made it this far. I usually
I
just,
mean, maybe they thought you stopped.
usually
You're not
just
supposed to stop.
I usually just win. Oh, wow.
Second round, second shooter. Will this be the shot they'll be talking about tomorrow?
Spread my legs wide open for you there.
I don't know how that happened. I shouldn't have made that. Can I see this one more time? Huh.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll take it. Yeah, dude. So I just like, I think milk's gross. Cheese, I'm not like the end of the, like I got a Beyond Burger the other day,
Yeah.
but I forgot to say no. No, I forgot to say no. Ketchup only. So they put mayonnaise on it, and I wasn't like throwing it back at him. I was like, oh, well, next time I gotta fucking order no mayonnaise.
Right. I'm surprised that they would just put mayonnaise on it. An Impossible Burger.
I just won. Okay.
That's 4-0 now.
That's exciting. I want a rematch, but I want to change some settings.
Yeah. Do it. I'm gonna have some more water.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, so I try to make choices. First week I was starving. Second, I just put a bunch of vegetables in a pan and season the shit out of it, and it's fucking awesome. Black beans. Do you like black beans?
Crucial.
Yeah.
So
fucking-
good.
I mean, there's so many. You put your noggin to it. There's peanut butter sandwiches. You fuck with peanut butter?
Yeah.
Peanut butter is awesome. You put that shit on fucking fruit.
Everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fucking awesome. I mean, there's a lot of shit. And I'll tell you what though, dude. I had a pizza to myself yesterday. Game of Thrones. I was like, fuck it, I'll get a medium pizza and like just kind of sit with my own pizza and eat it.
Yeah.
And I felt like death after switching my diet over. So like, I'm even kind of inclined to be like, I'm not trying to even eat. Like, I don't know. Like I made the jump back yesterday, had like cheese and everything, and my body was like, yo, what are you doing? Fuck
Was it
me
the
up.
cheese or was it the carbs?
I don't know.
Or the combination?
I don't know. I had an ungodly amount of pizza, so it could have been.
I think, that probably explains it right there.
Yeah.
Have enough pizza.
I don't know what it was, man. I'll be Dallas Stars, I guess. Who are you gonna be?
I'll be Florida Panthers. I'm gonna randomize the jersey.
Well, these are sick.
Whoa.
Dude. With the Cleveland Barons. What about the ones that say Dallas on them? Yeah, I want the ones that say Dallas. Oh,
Those are pretty sick.
Those are cold, bro. Those are fucking Night King.
Night King style.
It's a straight Night King, bro.
It's pretty cool how like that show is something that everyone backs fully. Like everyone's on board.
How many people fucking watched last night in the world?
It's got to be an insane number.
I was talking to my UK friends this morning. Hey, did everybody see it? And my friends in Wales, everybody, yep. Like,
Been there.
Ego, the guy that was on here, Ego is
Yeah.
from New Zealand.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like, everybody.
Tuning in.
Greetings, everyone.
You
Along
don't
with Eddie
not
Olczyk,
see
Mike
it.
Emmerich right before
Yeah.
game time here.
You can't
It's an
not see it. Or I guess you can not see it, but you
And
don't
they are
want to
ready
not
for
see
the
it.
opening face-off, and
I'm going
so
no mercy.
are we.
This is
Sagan's
a
the
no
starting
holds
center
barred
for the Stars.
match here.
Barkov's there for
Did you ever
the
get into wrestling? Like WWF?
Could this be
Yeah, I was
icing?
a huge
And
fan.
it will
when I
be
was younger.
based on
I had
the
a buddy
defense
on and we
arriving
watched.
first. Thoughts now
My friend
from
Jason
Ray
Krisky
Ferraro.
was on the stream just the
Both
other
teams
night.
getting such great
Yeah,
goaltending.
the other day on
The key to
Saturday, and
tonight's game,
we
in my
watched
opinion, is gonna be
you,
who can
Mr.
force the most
Ass's
turnovers.
altercation
Oh
with
my
China.
God.
And it was
How quickly can they
hilarious.
transition the play into a scoring
I
chance?
loved it.
Many
Mr.
thanks,
Ass,
Ray.
so fucking ridiculous.
Snapping a
Yeah,
pass
it
to
was
Sagan.
nuts.
Scorches one. Got
Well,
a
he was
piece
part
of
of
that one.
Generation
X.
D-Generation X, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sick. Triple H, China,
X-Pac.
The
X-Pac
Stars
was
in
sick.
their own end. Love
I
that
think
puck along.
Big Show was in it for a second.
Tremendous
Yeah.
It
hit.
was sick.
He's talked about having a physical
Road Dogg.
presence. He
I
got the
remember that
message.
for
That
a
early
Road
hit
Dogg
message.
was nasty.
He got the post with that one.
Starting off well.
Yeah, we watched it. Degeneration X is gonna kick your ass.
Here in the first period.
Mr. Ass.
Do you remember the fucking theme song for Degeneration
I
X?
don't. Was that it?
It was so sick.
All right, let's get it.
I feel like X-Pac's like sang it. Oh yeah.
Oh man.
They think you can tell us what to do.
Yeah, try to tell us what to do.
Think you can tell us what to wear.
Not gonna happen.
This shit is so tight.
Yeah, this was the best era of WWF for sure.
The Stars shifting gears back in their own end. Outstanding body contact. These plays happen a lot in the middle of the ice. There's a lot of traffic.
I could hear that one, Doc. That's a solid hit.
This could easily be like a POD song.
Oh yeah. That's the breaks, little man. Tell him.
Body check is a solid one. He went down in heat and slow to his feet.
So sick. Dude, that's
Is that
scream.
X-Pac going in?
I don't know, but it's so sick.
That one to Como.
Little double bass action.
Yeah. I do not remember it sounding like this.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, I loved it. I went to a WWF The Pond.
Oh, really?
That
That
was so sick. Oh, that scream is sick, dude. I'm trying to cover this.
You should. It sounds like a fucking band that will play Sound of Fury.
So sick.
When is Sound of Fury? Is that coming up or? did it already
Yeah,
happen?
that's. I'm going to that. Did you know that?
I saw you posted about
Yeah,
it.
I'm fucking amped to go to that shit.
Is it your
dude.
first? It's not your first Sound of Fury.
No. But that's not for me.
I never listened to Angel Dust.
What's up?
Never listened to Angel Dust. before.
Oh, what? This is the dude from Trapped Under Ice's other bit.
Right.
So sick.
Aren't there guys from Turnstile in this too?
Yeah, that whole Baltimore scene, they all play like this one.
Yeah.
The same bands.
What's that other band?
Turnstile.
No, not Turnstile. The other band with Turnstile people in it that just came out with a new record.
Angel Dust.
Is it Angel? No, there's
Yeah.
another one. Isn't
No,
there?
Angel Dust put out a record of Rubu.
Oh, really? Is that the
Yeah.
one with all the dogs on it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That is Angel.
Yeah, this is what they used to sound like.
Yeah, I listened to all of the new shit. It does not sound like this.
Yeah, they used to be like a sick punk band. But now,
Yeah,
and it's cohesive to like the name Angel does with the dollar sign and shit. I don't know. I thought they had it going for them, but they just didn't want to fuck with it. I don't know what happened. We talked about that on my. I gotta see how loud it is. Make sure that we're talking over the music. What'd you listen to growing up?
all kinds of shit. Like during high school, it was all emo, hardcore, screamo.
Sick, dude.
Norma Jean, Under Oath, shit like that.
Oh yeah, for sure. I know the vibe. Yeah.
Yeah, we were on the same track.
Yeah.
And then after, like towards the end of high school, it sort of drifted into more like hardcore and strictly like punk and hardcore punk.
Oh, you and me did like the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did like the same thing.
Yeah.
I saw Norma Jean with the. Well, I have like. Oh fuck yeah. I have an older sibling, and her is like 5 years older than me, and her boyfriend was straight edge, like real, like actual 3x straight edge.
Right.
And so the older kids were always
God damn, what is happening here?
fucking murking it.
Yeah.
I thought it was tight. I thought hardcore was tight as fuck since I was like in 5th grade because all the older kids were into it, and that kind of fucked my thing up. And then once I like first heard, let's put that record on real quick, dude. Remember when you first heard this record, dude?
Great, yeah. Death Grip on there. Oh, the curse, right?
Yes.
I saw Atreyu at the Long Beach Auditorium,
Sick.
and it was a fucking crazy show. Oh no, it wasn't at Long Beach. It was at Irvine Spectrum.
Cool.
And you know who I was there with for a little bit?
Who?
Do you know who Ryan Breen or Breen?
Brian Breen.
Brian Breen. Yeah, I was there with him.
He's
for a little
nuts.
bit. Is he?
Yeah,
I don't know.
he's nuts.
I didn't know him that well.
He's a mental head.
Did he go to your school?
No, he went to Mar Vista, which was like a private.
Yeah, it was like for wealthier kids, right?
I don't know. It was a private school, and apparently those fools lived in like fucking straight up winter fucking old Winterfells.
Yeah. But yeah, Trey was a big deal.
I saw Atreyu with dude Norma Jean and fucking what's played? Someone's sick as fuck. Fuck, who played that show? It was Norma Jean, Atreyu, and at the House of Blues. And I was like, whoa, this rips.
That would have been a crazy show.
And fuck, dude, I don't know. There's someone else.
Yeah.
Say that much. Someone else, and it was sick.
But yeah, like so after high school, all my friends started just transitioning from being in like screamo bands, to like being in hardcore punk bands or hardcore bands. And then I started getting into the hardcore scene like that was around the South Bay, and listening to fucking Head High and all that shit.
They were so good.
Yeah, they're amazing.
I really liked them. I still really like them. I brought him up when Ian was on here. I'm going to a show with Ian next week.
Are you
Yeah, we're going to Knock Loose. You know they are?
familiar? Yeah.
Check this shit out. This band's called Knock Loose.
A look at the shots on goal. They're pretty overwhelming. 11 for the Stars and 4 for the Panthers. Luongo's had days when he's been spectacular, but this is not
Sorry for everybody watching right now.
an example there.
Is this a fucking hitter or what?
20 minutes in the book, 20 minutes ahead.
Check this shit out. It was.
Oh, dude. What the fuck?
Wait for it.
Oh my god.
They're called Knock Loose. They're fucking awesome.
That's mental.
This is my favorite sauna. Yeah, I was kind of a scene kid for a couple years though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too, man. Definitely. We've all been
I was into it. Chicks were into it.
there.
It was chill. Fun time.
So when you go to like hardcore shows and punk shows nowadays, are you still at the same level of energy you used to be, or like?
No, I'm in mosh retirement. There's all like kids like 16 and shit moshing,
Yeah.
man. I don't want to hurt anybody.
Yeah.
But I have a deep love for the jams.
Yeah.
What it did to me. I like that. It's like checking in. It's like checking in to see how, like, I don't know. It brings me back, but I could totally stand in the back, but like have Harlem be screaming my face off. Depends on who's playing, you know. And there's like a lot of like resurgence band. Like a lot of bands that were good tend to play when they don't.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like there's not a whole lot of bands that. I mean, there's like a thing like Have Heart playing again, like that. I mean that. It's obviously like not like dead, you know. Like there's like a thing that happens with hardcore where like it means so much to you at a certain point in your life that it's hard to just be like, I don't know, over it, you know.
Yeah, I get that for sure.
But I like. Which way am I going? This way. Yeah, there's like a. That shit did something. See, I was never like straight edge and shit though, so like I never like needed this scene. I guess I was always like.
But you felt like a connection to the scene.
Yeah, for sure. Because I identified as like a music kid. You know? Like that's what me and all my friends like doing is we like doing whatever we like doing, but whatever we like doing, we all had like an extensive palette for music. It wasn't exactly the same shit, but it was all. It wasn't exactly like super talented music, but we all vibe the same shit. And, like we're into this. You know the vibe, like
Yeah.
raising like the same chicks and same music, same
You built your own scene. Like, with
yeah
your
kind of
friends.
thing. And
I totally get that.
and the metalcore scene back then is it was different, you know. It's like it's not like the same scene that was out. Like I was never into like weenie shit. You know, like I was never into like 303 or like
Oh yeah, like
any
the,
like super scene whiny stuff. I mean, like
yeah.
there was a point in time where you could look like one of the emo kids and listen to heavy ass fucking music. You know, a lot of people don't get that.
Yeah,
like-
there's a major disconnect. Like,
There's a
'cause-
disconnect. Like, well, now it's all like the synth pop kids and shit used to wear that, but like I knew that if your hair looked a certain way and you were fucking and your pants were tight enough, I knew you were into breakdowns.
Yeah.
Like, and that's how it was. And you were just into breakdowns and shit. I could ask you about, yo, you into this band? Yes, for sure. And now it's like, it means like, I don't know, all of the scene kids I knew that dressed per se, none of them, like, I didn't know anyone like, quote unquote, emo. You know, like that
Right.
that seemed after. It was like the fashion of it was before emo happened. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, like I remember very clearly there was a point like where I went from wearing like kind of baggy jeans and Ramones t-shirts to wearing extremely tight crew jeans and fucking
Yeah.
like
yeah, Crew hooked it up for
Yeah.
a couple years, dude. The Andrew Reynolds ones,
Yeah.
they're stretched.
yeah.
Yeah, they hooked it up.
And to me, you know, I was just evolving in tandem with like the music I was listening to, because I'd like listen to a band like Under Oath or fucking, you know, Heavy Lolo,
Yeah,
some shit
heavy,
like
heavy
that.
Lolo, dude.
And I would like look at what they were
I think
wearing.
it's safe to say your days of wine and roses are over. You know what I'm talking about?
Exactly. Dude.
That shit is fucking. I was super into that shit too for a
Yeah.
second, like super into Circle Takes the Square, and like, I don't know.
Number
kinda-
12 looks like you.
Number 12 looks like you, dude. Not a lot of people fucking know what's good, dude.
Yeah.
That's
That's
so
the jam.
sick. That's so sick you just said that, dude. Clarissa Explains Incarnate is like a fucking jam.
Yeah.
Old school jam. That's rad, dude. Yeah, Grind was definitely like a vibe.
For sure. And I
Grind-
listened to even like the kind of fucking parody grind shit like Dr. Acula. And do you remember Dr. Acula? Where they were kind of like not even taking it seriously.
Yeah, but that was kind of like, I don't know. That's as weird as the scene got. It didn't get like really whiny and
No.
shit. You know who I still fuck with heavy though? Who like put out? I followed throughout the years. Silverstein. Like
Really?
kept putting. Dude, I could play you. I'll play you music by Silverstein right now that you're like, whoa, this is.
I haven't listened to them since probably their famous record. I don't know if I ever listened
Dude,
to
they
anything else.
made just
My
music
Heroine.
over and over and over that just was really good.
I respect the hell out of that.
Like, well, I made it to this album, which came out. When does that say?
2013.
Okay, so I made it to 2013. Check it out. But it's always sounded like Silverstein to me.
Yeah. I would have been fucking head over heels for this back in the day. This would have been my shit.
It still kept me connected, you know? Like, I
Yeah.
never, like, banged it, but I was still so into it.
Do you know what my favorite band of all time is? Title Fight.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're great, dude. They're. Have you heard the hardcore band, The Bad Seed?
I tried, but like I listened to it and it didn't connect.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
But,
Yeah, it's like super hardcore. Do you like basement shit?
Yeah, Basement. I'm into. I like all that kind of like sad hardcore. I don't know what you call it.
I think it's called
Ambient.
like shoegaze.
Shoegazy hardcore
Yeah.
stuff. But yeah, more shoegazy. But Title Fight, like they definitely evolved into being more of a shoegazy type band.
Yeah, for sure. They actually are kind of the pioneers. A lot of people credit them to that. Well, actually, the '90s are credited to the shoegaze vibe, but.
Title Fight kind of reinvented it and made it more popular.
Yeah, but their first record was like a really good,
Like hardcore. punk
yeah, kind of vibe, which is fucking
Memorial
sick.
Field.
Yeah.
Just so
Oh
sick.
yeah, that fucking whole record is so fucking sick.
But Floral Green, which is their
Yeah,
last record before Hyperblue. Shed is fucking amazing.
Shed's phenomenal.
Let's check out the shop board.
This record, Last Thing You Forget, is so good.
Yeah, yeah, it's so good. This record ripped. Yeah,
Incredible,
we were super into
incredible
this shit too. Did you ever get into like Tiger's Jaw?
Tiger Shaw, definitely.
There was like that there was that vibe for a second that was like Make Doing Men, Tiger's Jaw, like hardcore with singing.
Yeah.
You know, that was kind of the vibe.
Yeah. I'm still into Tiger Shaw.
Yeah,
They have some good shit.
Tiger's Jaw is cool. Yeah, this is kind of like the standard, right? Like, I don't know a lot of people. Like, if you said you weren't into Title Fight, it was like, what are you lying about? Like, what are you mad at?
Yeah.
Like, everybody's into Title Fight.
Yeah. It's
What's not to like about Title Fight?
yeah.
Especially, like, they had jams for everybody, too. So, like, when they came out with Shed, they go, I don't like, well, everybody likes Shed. I don't know who the fuck didn't like Shed. It was
Yeah.
it was like their sound just evolved, and Shed is so sick.
Yeah.
The song Shed is, like, fucking epic.
Shed your skin, baby.
Yeah. You know what I could never vibe though is like Wonder Years and shit.
Nah, that was not my.
It just
scene
like
either.
if it gets too happy and shit, I can't fucking.
No, there's got to be some angst.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
some
I gotta be a little bummed.
Yeah.
If I'm not a little bummed, I'm like, yeah. Because I listen to other music for like happy vibes, you know. That's why like me and Corey Wells were talking about it. Like we really like this band called Killing the Dream. And one of our favorite things about the band is like we call it like neglect core, like because it's like the lyrics are like just about being neglected and shit. But we love that about it, you know. And it's like when I want to listen to something else, like I also really like Van Morrison, you know.
Right.
But like that does the happy thing for me, you know. Like I don't want to listen to fucking. I don't need like a hardcore band for every spectrum of
Right.
my emotions, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel that for sure. I mean, there's definitely music I turn to when in certain moods.
Yeah, for sure. I love that lo-fi hip hop shit, dude. That shit vibes me out. I like reading that shit.
Yeah.
Do you read it all?
Yeah, I do. I'm definitely I'm not as heavy as a reader as I used to be because I don't have the time for it.
Because you're playing a wedding.
I'm fucking playing NHL. Not. But yeah, it's I do like to read. Fuck. This is a hell of a different game than the fucking 1-0 or whatever it was.
Well, you gotta turn up the speed, dude. Oh, get ready, not very fun.
That's so sick. I haven't been in Knott's in a very long time.
Neither have I, dude. I kind of wish it was Six Flags, so I'm excited to like get a warm up. It's like $50.
Really? Even for the big festival they got going on?
It's $50 for the park entry and festival.
That's rad.
The whole park is Boysenberry Fest.
So can you break that down for me? What does that even mean?
I'd love to break that down for you.
Thank
Hold on,
you.
let me-
Dallas has played a very good game, and their goaltender has been sharp,
Sorry for everybody
although not
who
been very
had
busy.
to deal with
You
that.
can't go to sleep
Um,
on them now.
Yeah, I'll break that down for you. What do you want to know? So Boysenberry Festival. What
So
to
do you like boysenberries? Is that
No, it just happens to be happening.
right?
And
Florida's got it between the blue lines.
yeah, it's actually oh, Jesus, fucking slid into the fucking goal. No, it just happens to be happening. And do you like boysenberries?
I don't know.
It's great. They're great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a tasty berry. It's like a darker berry. It's like a tart blueberry.
You don't find them a lot on the West Coast, huh?
No, yeah, I do, but I don't berry pick. You know
not
what
berry-
I'm saying?
yeah, I got you.
So like I don't really know. I don't really know. I know that Knott's is tucking a blueberry a boysenberry festival, and I'm excited about it. But you know, other than that, I'm kind of in it for Ghost Rider.
Right.
I do enjoy Supreme Scream, but I also kind of feel like I'm just strapped to a fucking chair on a 250-foot tall mechanism,
Yeah.
and that's kind of fucked up. But I know I'm gonna get talked into it because it's my boy's birthday and he's kind of a psychopath. So,
Right.
do you like roller coasters?
I'm fine with them. I'll go on them. I actually don't like the one type of roller coaster I don't like are the ones that are you're stationary and they fucking blast you.
Oh, really?
Like the Superman ride at Six Flags.
That's
I
great.
do not get into that.
Why not?
I don't like.
What about the one at Disneyland California Adventure?
What's that? Oh, California Screaming.
Yeah.
That one's okay. That one's not bad.
But you kind of do the same thing, though.
I
Right?
guess so. I guess that, but
When's the last time you settled the score with the Superman ride?
I've only been on it once, and I said never again.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just
It was
did
that
not
bad?
did not get it, man. I did not like it. I just, if that's the whole ride's gimmick, I'm not into it.
Oh, okay.
Right? Like California Screaming's like a roller coaster.
Right.
The Superman ride that's it. That's all I got going for it is that one takeoff.
Are you into Ghost Rider?
Yeah, I think so.
Have you ever been on Ghost Rider?
Yeah, it's the wooden one, right?
It's amazing. It's so great. And it's
Yeah.
long as fuck. It's like a fucking broken into 2 seasons.
It's like the playoffs.
It's the playoffs.
It's the playoffs of roller coasters.
So,
It's an old ass ride too, right?
no, they make it look old. It's Ghost Rider. You know what I'm excited to do, dude? Lots of money. Do the shoot. Actually, that's probably not even sick anymore.
What are you thinking?
It's like shooting the guns at like the targets at like
Oh.
a saloon thing. Is that even sick still?
I
I have
don't know.
VR, bro.
Yeah.
That's kind of. You can't even get down with VR, bro. Because you don't got
And
your
the scorers are
glasses.
gonna have to sharpen
I
their
know.
pencils up pretty
I was
soon.
actually gonna.
The hits column
I had
is
more
getting
to
filled
talk
up by
about
both of these
because we
teams.
talked about
This
VR a
is
bit
not
last
the
time I was on.
Yeah. You know what? I'm doing this right now. I'm gonna fucking piss because I'm gonna piss my fucking pants.
Yeah,
and I
do
want to
it.
fucking concentrate on what you're saying and not worry about me fucking pissing.
Go for it. I'm definitely not gonna even the score right now while you're gone. I might.
They win the draw and will now set up an attack.
Nah. Not gonna cheat. Oh, my fiance was watching us stream earlier, and she was like, "You figured it out," when we were talking about our fucking theory.
That's the sickest. The empty shell theory.
Yeah,
That's the sickest fucking theory I've ever heard in my life.
it's for sure the real thing.
I'm cutting that when you leave. I'm cutting that,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna put it and say spoiler alert. I don't care. Suck it. This is what's happening.
That's the real
Shout
shit.
out. No, because I want to call it out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna, and people are gonna be pissed that we're so right.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna be like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
These two fuckers came up with it.
All right, so you want to talk VR?
Oh, yeah. Well,
Last
so
minute to go in the third.
I haven't used my VR at all, right?
I'm the man.
You really are.
Okay.
Embarrassing.
We're gonna
I
turn up the difficulty.
do you think VR is like the future?
Yeah,
You do?
I for sure do. Have you not been captive? Have you not had a captivating experience with it?
I have, but I've
Okay.
also been kind of disillusioned by it. There's a
Oh, you know, my dad is in real estate,
yeah.
and I guess there's a company that does VR in one of his office buildings,
Mm-hmm.
and I guess they're having a tough time. It's kind of fatting out.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it is too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I think that so like VR as it is now, you wear this contraption on your head. Most of the time, it's
Yeah.
hooked up by a bunch of wires.
Yeah.
So given the way technology evolves, it's safe to say that eventually the
It'll go
wires will be
wireless.
gone, and potentially the VR will be in something as simple as like a pair of glasses like the ones we have on now.
Okay.
But how far along is that technology from happening? I don't know. And is it too far that people don't give a shit anymore? I don't know. But VR to me now is like something that is a complete fad that's gonna die out within the next couple years.
I have an Oculus Rift. I plugged it in Friday night and wasn't like, and I went to go, and it's been a little bit since I had it plugged in, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh, let's go see if anything's on the Steam store, and people are still playing the same games. It's all just like kind of Skyrim VR,
Yeah,
fucking. I mean, I don't know.
yeah,
I'm not exactly sure.
yeah. I can't imagine that. Given the way it's evolving now, that it's going to be something that sticks around, that people continue to talk about, at least in the next couple years. It's
Yeah.
like VR, like now is just not evolving at the pace I think it needs to.
What do you think? Well, apparently everybody just uses it for fucking porn. Like that's the real deal. I won't let myself go there. I promise Kenzie I win, and I just some things like you just don't need to
You
know.
don't even
You don't need to know.
get to that place. Yeah.
It's just kind of like a Pandora's box thing. I
Yeah.
don't, and it kind of creeps me out. Like I see it as like this weird Black Mirror. You got one more game in you?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
Let's do it. Well, so the dream of VR is like the fucking. Have you seen that movie Ready Player One?
Yeah,
It's
so
like
sick.
that, right? It's
I
like
love
going
that.
into a whole other world.
But I like at the end how they like kind of like the resolution of everything is like everybody needs to kind of spend some time in fucking
Reality.
IRL.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna be the Kings.
Do it. Kings and Gold Knights.
There you go.
Big rival.
Is that Dowdy?
I think so.
Huh. Looks like a random guy. I wish we marked down the time in which you said that sick ass fucking thing, dude.
It was within the first hour.
Yeah.
I feel like we got into it pretty quick.
Yeah, we're gonna have that. What are we gonna have? Superstar.
There we go.
For sure. Yeah, it's not happening. My dad says that everybody just kind of uses it for porn, and I don't go there just because I don't know. Kenzie's kind of uncomfortable with it, and I don't blame her. Like you're like
It's a weird.
you like can look around the bedroom.
Yeah, that's.
It's kind of a weird vibe, dude.
Yeah, definitely. Have you ever seen the movie called Strange Days? It's actually worth watching. It came out in the early 90s, and they explore that before it was even a thing. With like the VR porn, VR living of other people's memories and shit.
Yeah.
And
Dude, do you watch Black Mirror?
I've seen a lot of it,
Whoa.
but not
Oh, okay.
all of it.
Oh, dude, you're kind of fucking up, honestly.
I know. Why? Which
It's so sick.
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
there's just no way. Shut your gosh darn mouth. We turned up the difficulty. I don't think so. Oof.
Los Angeles charges up from the wing. Back to the point.
Oh, dude. Killed that guy.
Looks like he arrived at the rink in a bad mood. Maybe he missed his wake-up call. That early hit is an angry one.
Pitching this one to Iafallo. Looking to Kopitar.
Oh, Kopitar, I'm so sorry.
That one was. That's probably
Oh, why?
Oh, we got a man down.
And the
Right after I score and your
I
guy
killed
choked
Kobe.
it.
not a gurney on this one.
Kopitar's been in
So didn't Kopitar's brother marry a local somewhere around here?
Yeah. Yeah.
I saw something-
Gaspar local my friend Kyle Brodicker's sister. And she was on fucking TV.
Right.
In like a commercial.
Because it came up when they got married, like on my Instagram, and I was like, "What the fuck? Is that Kopitar's brother?"
Yeah. It is.
That's
His
pretty
brother's
wild.
name's Gaspar. He's married to Kelsey Broniker.
Have you ever met Gaspar?
Yeah.
Cool dude.
He got wrecked on that one.
Yeah. He's alright.
Now, the only question here is
Yeah.
going to be where they're going to put the face-off. Will
That-
it be inside the
Yeah.
zone
He's
or
alright.
outside the zone? That'll
Seems like a
depend
good guy. I don't really know him.
officials
Yeah.
determine
I'm
with
sure
the
he's
reason
great.
they give
One-on-one combo, but I know.
LA's got that puck off the tie.
Coachella just happened this weekend too.
Yeah. Yeah. Not
you
my,
ever been?
no, yeah. When I was 21. It's not my thing.
No.
Yeah.
Do you not like festivals, or you just not like?
I just don't like festivals. I just like feel like I don't know. I feel like they kind of bore me,
Possession established
and
here.
I kind of just like
Linesman signals an offside.
trying to think. Like I don't know. I haven't been on one since. I think if I went with like fun people,
Yeah.
I would. But like I don't know. I've always just like went and like tried to get as fucked up as possible, and I'm not doing that now. So I'm kind of just like I don't know. If I was really I'd have to be really excited about the music, you know. But I saw the lineup. I don't know half the people are.
Yeah, neither do I, to be honest.
And I want to. I feel like I'm happy for the people who went. It's really funny though. Like I kind of see it for what it is though. It's kind of like
Corporate. What in the hell?
corporate, dude.
Well, don't you think that it's kind of like influencer? and-
Yes, exactly. A lot of pictures, a lot of fucking. Hey guys, just at the main stage, and it just I don't know, dude. I'd much rather. Sound Fury is great, like pumping hardcore music out, but I don't know. Those kind of situations tend to make me really judgy, and I don't like it.
Yeah.
It kind of makes me like,
Prevailing on the
I
faceoff.
don't know. Especially if there's people who are just trying to have a good time, but. Like, I also don't like that the Misfits are going on tour for $200 a fucking ticket either, you know? I'm just not with that shit, you know? I'm not. Kills it for me.
Yeah.
It's like, the cost of living has never been higher, and ticket sales are like
Insane.
insane. And it's like, bro, I'm having a hard time like grocery shopping. Like, you want me to fucking.
Half
You
my
know?
paycheck for
Yeah,
fucking Misfits tickets.
yeah, it's crazy, and it sucks. 'Cause I was covering Skulls by the Misfits in 7th grade in a little shitty punk band. Like, I'm a Misfits fan, bro,
Oh,
but
yeah.
I gotta say no dice, man. I gotta protest that
This
shit.
is a big-time major collision.
Yeah, there's no way in hell I'd ever pay that much to see the
Yeah.
Misfits. I love the Misfits. and
Yeah, everybody does, but it's just kind of like, yo, man, like, I can't, dude. I can't. I just feel like, oh, that was
Damn.
so mental from the fucking back of the bus, dog.
Long range daddy snipe.
Is he that good at sniping like that?
He's okay. He definitely scores goals like that.
How did you get yourself in a position? So how many hours do you work a day? Do you work by project? Is it like, oh, you just have to get the project sorted out?
Sort of. I work by like normally every day I have like a set of tasks that I try to accomplish, and however long that takes me is how long I work. And then I'm also like flexible in terms of like if people need me to do something, no matter what time of day it is, I can do it most of the time if I'm available. But I'm not an hourly employee. I'm salaried.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
That's cool. Oh, no sauce. Do you have all your hair?
All my salad,
All your salad?
all my lettuce.
Yeah.
It's there somewhere.
No, seriously, are you balding?
Am I balding?
Yeah. I was asking if you still have all your hair.
Oh, I
like-
thought you were making reference to hockey or something.
Oh, no. I was asking if you, as an almost 30-year-old guy.
Yeah, no,
Do you have all your hair?
I've had no hair problems.
Oh, nice.
Is that something you...
No, not at all. I
I
still
can tell you got a full head.
Yeah,
Austin's a dude, though.
oh, shit. Yeah, I still gotta get that.
That's some flow. That's some lettuce right there.
Yeah, it will float. My dad's bald.
Really?
Yeah, my brother's losing his hair too. But
Are you stressed?
am I stressed? Not at all, man. I've been taking really good care of myself since I was like 21. I mean, I smoked and drank and got fucked up, but I haven't had a soda since I was 20. And like, I was 220 pounds when I was 19, lost the weight, and I've thought about that every time I ate something. Like
Right.
really, and I take multivitamins. The shit, I don't know. I take pretty good care of myself, so.
Nah, that's what it's all about.
And it's kind of like, I don't know. No, I'm not stressing, dude. It is what it is. And honestly, like, there's days where I hate my hair, and I'm like, dude, I want to shave the shit right now.
Right.
You know? So, it's a thing. Like, if I ever had to shave my head, I would get in the best shape of my life, grow some facial hair, and just have a bald head. You know? There's looks where that's sick as fuck, you know? Like, you could be, like Bruce Willis is a bald dude that, like, kind of had that fucking vibe, you know? Like, there's looks, dude. It's like, I don't know.
Most of the time, when people end up bald, it's like they were meant to be that way anyway, and it just works for them.
Yeah, and, like, I don't have, like, those, like, the cul-de-sacs or anything, so it'd be kind of like, I don't know. I don't remember, yeah, I don't know. I've never had, like, I don't know, like any situations where I've been like, oh, fuck. Well, I was losing my hair a little bit, but it was when I was stressed out about it a lot. I have been to the barber to, like, ask him to do it and check, because I was just thinking about it so much, but it just, I kind of, the older I got, like, that was when I was, like, 26 or 27. The older I got, the more I was like, I don't fucking care, man. I just got, like, annoyed of myself, I think.
Yeah.
And then ever since, it just seems like I have a ton of hair ever since I've just changed my idea.
Right.
Oh, fuck. But I could see how that would be a pretty distressing situation for somebody who really cares about their hair, you know?
Yeah. No, for sure.
I mean, it's easy for me to, with a full head of hair, to say that shit. And I understand that. I can see how that would be tough.
Yeah, I don't really think about it that much. I've pretty much had the same haircut and hairstyle for fucking like over 10 years now.
Really?
Yeah, I'm just comfortable with it. I wear a hat most of the time anyway.
Yeah, for sure. That's kind of my vibe too. I wear a hat. I like the beanie too.
Yeah.
I want it pretty fucking long. See how, like, I still have, like, a hairline and shit. I just I don't know what I want to do with it. It's just Game of Thrones kind of in season. I kind of just want some long ass fucking hair. I've never had like locks before. Like
Right.
down to here, locks that are like clean, like well kept. So I'd like to give that a go. And then after that, and I cut it. I'll cut it.
Are you gonna do like a donation thing?
Yeah, I'd have to. Right?
Shave your head on stream?
Yeah, something like that, or you know, that's my goal, man. My main goal is just you know, it was really cool. I had my friend Anthony on the other day, and he was telling me, like, when I told them about all my ideas about the streaming stuff, like it's always just been about how I just like have just been wanted my friends to blow up.
Yeah.
And like I just wanted to donate for people, and really I don't even know what success doing this is, because it seems like the people, if you watch the people on Twitch, who are like, some of them seem like they're just like in this pocket where like they're kind of trapped in this thing where they have to like stream and be online, but they're like not even happy doing it. And I don't know what success is streaming, you know? It's kind of like,
It's undefined in a lot of ways.
yeah, like I'm successful. This is successful to me right now. It's like I love cutting the interviews. I have 2 like pretty good quality microphones set up, and people are excited to come over and talk.
Yeah.
You know, like that's success to me. You know, I don't like feel like I'm lacking anything. I'd like to be able to pay for a wedding and shit,
Yeah.
but I work a 9 to 5 for that. You know,
Yeah.
and I get to display my art and shit, and it's a way for me to bring people over to the house so that I can distribute my art a little bit. You know, so this is kind of success to me already.
It feels like it is. I mean,
Yeah.
the way that I see people react to the stuff you post online.
Yeah, it's been a success, and it's kind of like I could just kind of float around right here, work a job, do this,
Yeah.
and be good. But I know for a fact that it'll just get bigger. You know,
Yeah.
I know that this is going to be bigger. I know that this is super preliminary, and in 2 years it'll be bigger than I could have ever imagined. And I just like I could smell it in the forecast. All the moving parts are there. Like
Yeah, it's
with
not.
my art degree, my sobriety, my friends, even like I think that like we'll get to a point, in, like you included, where there will be like a team of our friends who are trying to put out content. We're all putting out content together at the same time, and, like collaborating,
Yeah.
like on each other's shit, and that would be cool. And none of us are in a position where it's like. Although I do kind of want to put myself in this position because I think it's interesting, but like, did you just tie it?
I did.
Oh fuck. But like in a situation where it's this or nothing, I kind of convinced myself that it's this or nothing, but it doesn't bother me. Like I love doing this and I want to be better at it, and I don't know, man. I feel like I talk about that a lot, but like you'll see, like there's a glamorous part of sharing it, and people be like, oh wow, you're doing this, that's super cool, man, blah blah blah. And but you're here, like it's probably like if anybody's watching, there's probably nobody watching right now, and nobody's chatting and stuff, but like it feels like I'm in the spotlight to me right now, you know? It's like it does. I don't know. I'm not so worried about the viewers and shit for some reason. I guess I should be. But like a lot of people try to like really dig into like finding what it is they need to do and like almost making a spectacle of themselves type deal, you know, in order for the views. But I don't know, it's not very important to me. I like
No.
that the content's there. I like that the library's being built, and you know, I try to do something constructive with my quote unquote online personality every time I'm online, you know.
Yeah.
And that's like, motherfucker. Oh, that shit. You feel good about that, huh?
What? Nah, that's awesome, man. It
Yeah.
is. The more you like, as you said, build that library, the more of a quality base you have for yourself.
Yeah, for sure. And like, I'm just like excited to like keep upgrading the shit.
As long as they don't go into a
You get that? I'm excited to just keep upgrading the shit, just so that it's accessible and like it's like a, I don't know. This is like a hot rod to me too, you know. Like half the fun is having like the system to do it, and, like,
Yeah.
seeing it light up and
work there by
shit.
Yeah.
Like it's fun to do, you know. A little fucking studio.
Mm-hmm.
close and personal.
One way to wear down your opponent, play physical. That's exactly what happened there.
Will this be the game?
Smith to Lewis.
No way, dude. I'm in this shit. I'm just like checking you and getting the puck out. Or you're getting checked and getting the
Two
puck out.
periods have been played. And so, as we think back through the first two, we think ahead
Yeah.
toward the third.
So you think that your channel will be on a break this year?
Not a break, but No, I think that the progress in which I've been going about like creating stuff for it stalled a bit in the past couple weeks.
How do you get ideas? What's your idea?
I just write a lot of stuff down. You know?
Really?
Yeah, and I like not necessarily mimic, but I take a lot of influence from other people that I enjoy watching their content. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So I've tried a lot of different things over the past couple months, different style of videos, and some of them I've enjoyed doing. Some of them I have gotten halfway through and only finished because I felt like I needed to, even if I didn't like it.
What's your favorite kind of video to make?
I think what I really enjoy doing is informative discussions that either are with another person or just kind of like breaking down opinions or thoughts,
Mm-hmm.
and it could be scripted or not. But
What percentage of your shit is scripted?
everything I do on my own that's just a video of me doing something is scripted to some extent, where it's not like exact scripting, but I'll write down in my notebook like things I want to cover, and then I'll start talking like
Yeah, 'cause
improv it, and then I'll edit it like
Because you're pretty good, like, use words palpable and stuff. When we were discussing Game of Thrones, it definitely seems like you have an experience in this field of, like, oh, this is an idea, I'm going to elaborate on that idea. Better than me, for sure.
not to. Yeah, well, I don't want to gloat or anything, but I do think I'm okay.
This would be the time to do it.
I think I'm okay at conversation, and I think
For
that
sure.
I'm decent at like elaborating on ideas. And,
Uh-huh.
and
You're well spoken.
yeah, the
and-
only problem that I have is like when I'm in front of a mic and I'm recording something just by myself, I have so many things I want to say that it kind of spills out in a way that is non-functional,
Okay.
and so it causes a lot of re-edits, or I mean, I should say a lot of stop and go, where I'll be talking and I'll like what I'm saying, and then the idea of what I want to say next comes out too fast, and I'll like trip over my words or something. And so I have to like restart and edit and shit. But
Oh, shit.
it's like it's way easier for me to get my point across and my ideas across when I'm in a conversation with someone, because I feel like there's less of a pressure.
Okay. And you stress yourself out like that when you're by yourself, even?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, it sucks, and I keep believing that like practice makes perfect, and the more time I spend in front of a mic recording myself.
So you feel stressed out when it's just you, not live, just trying to lay down vocals so that you can,
Not every time, but there are times when I do like kind of
like feel silly, or
not like embarrassed silly or anything like that, but more of just like I'm struggling to get my thoughts out in a way that I want them to.
it's because you're not drinking enough coffee.
Is that the secret? I need to get back on the fucking
No,
Folgers.
me too, man. I mean, like, I would like to work on not being so, I don't know, so olenistic about my ideas, you know, and try to sound, I don't know, like, I really like the way that you're able to say what you mean, you know, and I feel like I fumble with my ideas. I definitely have, oh, sorry, that was big. I definitely feel like yeah, I could definitely use some work on my delivery of my thoughts.
Yeah.
For sure. But I think that's good, you know. I think that anybody who thinks that they have it locked down, you know,
Yeah.
in that stagnant position,
Yeah.
that's
Like,
counterproductive.
For sure. I mean, there's this guy I watch on YouTube occasionally. His YouTube name is Mini a True Nerd, I think.
Okay.
And he does these long form gameplay videos where it's just him like playing a video game and talking about it.
Okay.
And it's very situational, so it's not like a commentary on what the game is, it's just a commentary literally of him playing it. Right? So it's like a let's play, you know what that is,
Yeah.
right? But they're very long. He does like hour-long videos. And he has a pretty big sub count, gets a lot of viewership, and I really like respect what he's able to do.
The Golden Knights
because it is, and I'm sure you experienced this when you first started streaming, when it was just you playing video games. It's fucking really hard to play a video game and think of things to say that are relevant to what's happening in the moment.
Yeah, and he's doing it live.
And he's doing it live. He records himself playing live, but he edits it, you know, so it is edited.
Yeah.
But I've tried many times, and I still do, to play a video game, record myself play it, and talk about it while I'm playing it. And it's really fucking hard.
But you're playing a video game and talking to me right now.
Well, that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. It's like it's easy for me to conversate because I can take brief moments to gather myself.
Yeah.
Whereas if I'm recording myself, and I'm like
How do you know it's live?
What do you mean?
Like, how do you know? Is there a video of him? Is there?
Oh well, just the way that the videos are formatted. Like
Oh,
you can tell his reactions are genuine to what's happening.
Oh, okay.
It's not pre-recorded or anything. And like for me, like if I was in this room right now alone and I was playing this, it would be really hard for me, and I keep working on it, but it's hard to commentate on what's happening and concentrate on what's happening and have genuine reactions. You know?
Yeah, for sure. Is that something that you could practice, or?
Yeah, I mean, I continue to still do it.
I think have you gotten better at it? Have
Yeah.
you seen yourself?
Oh, for sure.
Oh, for sure.
It's just a slow-moving train.
Yeah, everything's like a muscle, right?
Yeah, you just keep doing it, keep doing it.
Do you ever try and read books or anything like on conversation or communications? Like to try and better yourself?
I haven't. No.
I try to do that. I try to like think about it, but I mean, at the end of the day, the problem is you have to rewire who you really are, because
Yeah.
a book is just a book, you know, and it's words, and you can think about it, but you really have to like. I'm terrible at interruption.
Mhm.
I like make efforts. I've like definitely needed out of better this and that, and that's kind of why I was so prone to do the podcast format, because I just wanted to be in a position where I had to make myself be a better listener.
Yeah.
You know? And I think that I've gotten better. There's definitely old tendencies and stuff, but yes, finally got one. This whole thing is still so new, and I'm not necessarily like stressing on myself. I'm just kind of letting myself enjoy it, go through the motions, and yeah, just kind of gonna want to see where it goes from there.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, we did a 3-hour and 20-minute podcast. Are you hungry? Are you fucking?
Dude, that was a good one.
That was a good one. I had a fucking really good time talking
Yeah.
about Game of Thrones, dude. I
That
can't
was
wait to cut
awesome.
that. Do you think I can cut that without people getting mad? Spoiler alert.
As long as you preface it by spoiler alert, flashing, do not watch it. I don't
Yeah.
think it's an issue. No.
But us saying that the Night King is coming after Bran.
right.
That's all given. That's not.
Yeah.
That's just a.
And
Theory.
it's all theory. It's not even a spoiler.
Yeah.
Like the theory of Bran being in the Night King's body and the Three-Eyed Raven being in Bran's body right now because they switched it up.
So sick.
Yeah.
That's the best. All right, buddy. Let's kill it.
Let's wrap it
Give
up.
me Knuckles. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Memory cards on YouTube.
Memory cards, YouTube. Scroll down when you search memory cards. It's like halfway down because the rest of the video is about
And
little memory cards.
And it looks just like that logo
Right there.
down there.
And easier to find on Twitter. Memory cards, YT on
And
Twitter.
then let's figure out how to get more involved with each other's shit.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's do that, and that'd be fun. Even if it means like, I don't know, man. If you want to come over here with your layout and fucking, I don't know, stream using my shit, just, I mean, whatever. We can.
Yeah.
Gotta stick together. You know.
I'm fully in.
I don't want it to be like a solo thing, because like, this is such an isolationist game.
Yeah.
Kind of thing, but I really think it doesn't need to be. And there's
No.
ways that we can all help each other
Benefit
out.
from
You know?
the partnership.
All right, man. I'm
So sick.
gonna cut this bitch. Peace out, y'all.
Peace.